teenagers, Anthony?
Because who has more attitude than teenagers?
Me.
That's a lie.
Now-
Nice seeing a shirt without any holes in it, Jared. Looking good.
Well, it's got 4 holes.
Flesh.
1 for your torso, 2 for your arms, and 1 for your head.
Fuck off.
Fuck me instead, you coward.
Mm-hmm. I guess we don't.
Maybe I smoked something. Shaggy, what did you give me?
My beautiful wife, and she's great, and I love her.
Okay, I'm just gonna remove it so it stops doing that.
I'm right.
No, autumn doesn't start until November, technically. Or October.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't believe what he says.
The autumnal equinox.
That's September 22nd.
The end of September, so it doesn't count.
Hi.
Fuck you.
Oh, okay. Well, be a weird live stream, but okay.
I like how he's got his blank notebook here to make it look like...
Oh, I flipped over what I have. I have
Oh.
an actual thing I wrote down.
Mine's
that I
all.
thought of the other night.
You have to remember.
Oh, no,
like,
it's an opening. I thought.
Who did I masturbate to?
Oh, no, we're going to
Trial.
get into all that.
Faye Reagan. Sasha Grey.
So now, before we start, before we get into
It's
it,
all down.
before we start, I need to have a little conversation with Anthony about Hasbro.
Okay.
Do you has
Oh, wow.
As you know, Hasbro put out a PulseCon exclusive Pudgy Pig.
They did.
They
I
did.
got my PulseCon exclusive. Decepticon's Forever Ravage is upstairs in my office right now.
They put it out. It's PulseCon exclusive.
Mm-hmm. When's it coming?
I paid $60 for it for a pre-order.
Yep.
It comes with Pudgy Pig, a box that looks like a lunchbox.
Yeah, that was disappointing to hear.
3 pieces of food, his famous fork and knife, and obviously because it's a lightning collection, it comes with like little lightning pearls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blast effects.
Yeah. $60. 62 bucks. $63.
Okay. Okay.
Target. $31.
No.
But you don't get the plastic food and you don't get the lunchbox, but it does come in a really, really nice lightning box case that I would prefer over the lunchbox.
That's fair.
It looks really good for pre-order on Target's website for half the price.
Half?
Half $31. Half.
That's kind of fucked.
It was so shitty. It literally, everyone like that I follow on like the Discords and on Twitter, they're like, yeah, I'm fucking canceling my PulseCon order and I'm just gonna get the one from Target because it's got the plastic case. So if you like display them, it's super nice looking, right?
Yep, got him. Found it.
Yeah, has everything except for the food, and I love that because I'm a really big stickler for ADHD things matching, and that's the package that all the monsters come in. And I have 2 more fucking monsters coming with Pudgy Pig. So, fucking Hasbro, what's going on? You sell out Silver Space Ranger in 20 minutes that no one knows is on sale. Then it's a Walgreens exclusive that you can't order online yet, but will be coming. Then you fuck up Pudgy Pig. Just because your CEO died doesn't mean there's not a series of successions that happens to make sure shit doesn't go off the rail like this.
Yeah, I feel like with Pudgy Pig, how big he is, they're like, oh, we can't have him be exclusive. But then why make him the exclusive for PulseCon?
It'd be different. I wouldn't mind paying $60 for it, right?
Mhm.
If it was an actual lunchbox.
Yeah, it's just a
But
cardboard
it's
box.
a cardboard box.
See, I thought it was like an actual.
No!
They didn't let you know
They
that.
didn't
until
let you know
PulseCon.
that until PulseCon too.
Mm.
So I'm this close to canceling that order and just ordering it on Target just so I
Sold
can have
out.
what?
It's
Is
sold
it?
out on Target.
For now.
I got a notification when it
Yeah.
comes back in.
Yeah, so do I. But like That's why I have to keep it. But like this close because fuck that. 'Cause I guarantee you I could find it at Target too.
You could probably find it, and then if you can't, if it's too late,
Fucking gets
If it's
2024
you
that shit's gonna
you
come
can
out.
fucking sell that
Yeah, you
lunchbox
could.
exclusive one.
Yeah.
Could.
Probably pretty good price, at least 90.
But say,
I'm not an asshole like that though. But the thing is it's like the Pudgy Pig one is not sold out on Hasbro Pulse yet, right? And it was the PulseCon exclusive. You had to have a premium membership in order to buy it, and it's still available. So get your shit together, Hasbro.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't got Pudgy Pig yet.
It's fine. I don't think the mold's done, to be honest with you. I don't think that one's. I think the delivery. I don't have an estimated delivery date for that one. I have my Psycho Silver and Blue Ranger coming the end of this month. Astronema and Ecliptor coming in February, and then God knows when the fucking rest of them's coming.
I know when Pudgy Pig is coming.
What is it?
April.
Just with everything else, with everything that they announced
Which
at
makes no
PulseCon,
sense.
why would you not fucking have that shit ready to go?
I have my PulseCon exclusive. I have it. It is upstairs. It's there.
So fucking worried about the Zord Ascension project, which again I really am super excited for. I don't want
They had
my
to make
tone...
sure they got that NFT out.
Ah! It's fine.
Damn.
That's my Hasbro rant for today.
Wow. So that was Michael's rant. Jared Menikheim,
You
Anthony.
fucked
Bennett,
up, Hasbro. You fucked up, and you know it. Just own it and fucking move on.
Angry Man's Michael.
I'm Anthony Denny.
Understandably
I
upset.
just want my plastic action figures to play with. April. I'm Michael Kennedy.
Whew. So we're out of October. Just
That's
freshly
true.
ending last night. So sad. So welcome to what I
Put me through hell, so I don't want to hear that shit.
sadly it's gone. I could do more. So welcome to a November to Remember or Remember November, whatever the fuck you guys
You have to pick.
decided.
No,
it
you have to
should be.
pick.
The fans decide. Whatever you think fits
Put up
better.
a poll.
Put up a poll.
Yeah, we'll put up a poll. We'll do that later.
Do now.
So I don't have my phone. So
You have a laptop.
So we're going to be going through our nostalgic childhoods, gentlemen.
Jesus Christ.
Which is something we normally do, but we're going to specifically focus on like our early childhoods because Anthony
Hi.
has a newborn on the way next month, and it is something where he's going to be gone. And I figured,
Well-
in preparing for a young child coming into the world, that we'd go through our own childhoods and kind of realize what made us nerds.
You say next month,
Well, end of
but
this month.
it very well could be the end of
Yeah.
this month. I'm saying 24 to 35 days.
That's very fair. Yeah,
Like that's the
that
range.
baby's
I'm
ready
in.
to come out. He's kicking
Oh, yeah.
like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. I'm just waiting for him to do the mummy thing. His face against Heather's belly just rubs it across. I'm terrified for that moment. But then we'll get a good look at who he actually looks like.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
It looks like a stomach.
Also, for the visual listeners,
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or maybe you've caught us on Twitter at OutcastOn.
I'm wearing a costume. I'm wearing my Halloween costume.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you and Heather in your
Yeah.
costumes.
I
She had
spent
the
$20
dead
on this
skeleton baby on her costume.
Don't say
Kinda
dead
neat.
baby.
Well, I mean,
When referring to my unborn child, please.
well,
So yeah, I got my money's worth. I'm getting my money's worth of this.
Mhm.
I wore my skeleton costume and my T-Rex went outside.
Yeah,
I scared the shit out of a couple teenagers. Because I would just stand still like I was a decoration, and Heather would hand out candy, and I would go, "Let's see it!"
Oh,
And the guy went, "Ah!" It was very funny to see a teenager just scream.
yeah, so that's what we're doing.
that's what you wrote down. That's
Yep, that's
Yeah,
everything I wrote down.
Also,
you had to
today-
write November to remember or remember November. You
Yep.
couldn't. How fucking high are you right now? That you couldn't remember
so I
a
figured-
rhyme.
I wrote down something too. Thank you, Jared.
So I figured we'd do this.
My rant was off the top of my head.
Few of
That
these.
was all just right like
I'll
that.
throw out the rest of it. But so yeah, I figured we'd do that. You know, before one of us gets jealous about a child that's going to grow up without a traumatic childhood and
You don't
goes
know
home
that.
after a great show and hangs himself, but only after a live stream where he fundraised for Kids Who Eat Bees and raised a good amount of money and ended on a high note.
That's gonna be the next epidemic.
Kids who eat
Kids Who Eat Bees.
Hashtag the Minicon challenge.
We're gonna
call it.
We're gonna have to do like a charity 5K, like it's the Don't Eat Bees 5K.
You know how some people they raise awareness for like kids with cancer or trash in the sea. Kids who eat bees. We'll also include animals.
It's a very underserved portion of the population. Like I said,
They say 1 out of 3 people.
Yeah, 1 out of 3 people is a bee eater.
I'll have to ask.
Like we'll just
more
take a
people.
chunk
Take a
out of the
whole-
nest.
Yeah, I'll just eat the whole fucking thing. They're not going to survive. There's a reason I have an iron stomach. So anyway, today's episode is all about what we were fandom, like what got us into our fandoms, what geared us in the nerd direction. Because there's always something you watch and you're like, I like that, and then that kind of blossoms its own.
I thought you were gonna say today's episode is about remembering stuff, and I was gonna reach across the table and slap you.
I
gonna be
almost
like-
did. I almost did.
It's gonna be like, oh, because we don't do that all of the time.
No, I mean we do, but I figured we're gonna focus more like early childhood stuff, and because of Sven and his little smart ass comment about making it No Nut November, we're gonna start the month off talking about our first crushes, celebrity wise and shit too, and we're just gonna throw that in there.
That.
It was something that he did say that.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, Sven did.
I missed it. It's
Yeah.
been so long since Sven's been on.
I'm personally I don't believe in No Nut November. I think you should always nut.
But how are you ever gonna learn to levitate?
I don't need to levitate.
So anyway,
What about if we partake in No Nut November, are we gonna do Destroy Dick December?
what's that?
It's where you mix a batch.
You remember that
24 times
old
once.
story about getting a grain of rice for every
Yeah.
chessboard,
It's-
and you double it every day.
So let's
I
say
never fucking heard of this.
let's
no.
say on the 24th of December, got to mix a batch 24 times. And on the 25th, got to do it 25 times.
it's
So
jack
on and so
off.
forth.
I know what you mean now. Okay, I've caught on.
I learned it. Destroy Dick.
I've never heard of
multiplication.
the
The
rice
first day you
thing.
do
Oh,
it once,
God,
second
no.
day you do it twice, third day you do it 4 times, etc., until the
Just gotta
31st.
stay hydrated though.
That's why I felt destroy your dick.
Yeah, keep yourself hydrated.
I'll pass on
You
that
need
one.
these
That
electrolytes.
sounds like fun for the first 2 days, and then no fun after that.
It gets very complicated by day 8. I think 8 is 256.
Yep. Yep.
Your
Not
Yeah,
dick
no,
is
we're not
gonna-
going to do that.
There's
Your
not
dick's gonna be
enough hours.
swollen.
I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so
You won't be able to.
Anthony has
it will
stuff
be
on the
coming out as
table.
Nothing.
if you want to show,
Yeah.
I had that one. I swear to God, I had that one as a kid too. I recognized the fucking tail hand.
Yep. These are actually not
Early ass Transformers.
not
though,
the
right?
exact ones, but these are my first Transformers.
Okay.
I don't remember this fucker's name. I was gonna look it up, but I don't remember how to look him up. I know he comes with Rollbar. Rollbar's the Minicon, and this is Dinotron. Dinotron was actually the very first Transformer I ever got. This guy came out in the year 2000.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
this toy alone is 21 years old. This toy can legally drink.
Let's go have a drink, bud. What's his name?
Dinotron.
I hate that. He's dinosaur.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dinotron.
He's from Beast Machine, so he's Tron as well. He's a repaint / slight retool of Dinobot from 1998's Beast Wars. He's got a different head, different color scheme, and instead of a Velociraptor, he's a Pachycephalosaurus.
So I have. Can I say some funny things? I'm gonna throw Paul under the bus.
I would love you to try.
Yeah, go ahead, bud. I'm gonna try to cut you down at every turn. No, go right ahead.
This is why I don't have a career, guys.
You don't have a career.
So-
Never mind. I was gonna be real.
I just like that. I just like this where you cut off is even funny. Like this is why I don't have a career. You don't have a career. That just seems meaner than any if you could specify anything.
So I stopped myself because it was gonna get bad. That's fine.
Paul didn't know John Candy was dead
Yeah, he died forever
until
ago.
last night.
What were you fucking watching?
Oh,
we're
I've seen John
like
Candy in
great
something.
comedians gone before their time. Chris Farley, John Candy.
Funny enough, we were talking about Chris Farley because we got to talking about Will Ferrell, how we were going to do a Will Ferrell month and like the movies we were going to go over, whatever. We talked about that.
I want to do Mike Myers May. Oh, we watched like the Mike
Love Guru.
The
Cat in
Love-
the
I watched that one
Yes.
recently.
The Love Guru is
Mhm.
so bad, but I love it. I love everything he does.
Thank you. It's
I love
terrible. It's
everything
a
he does.
terrible piece of
Oh,
shit,
it's
but
so
man, is it just
Fucking, I
fun.
love
don't know why.
everything he does. Yeah, the Love Guru, Cat in the Hat. I married an axe murderer, and I need one more that isn't an Austin Powers.
Wayne's
Or,
World 2.
oh God, no, no,
Not 1, 2.
no. I think there's another one out that he's done. He's been in. We could do Shrek Forever After. The worst Shrek.
No, it's Trick the Third.
But no, so we got into that conversation, and then somehow we got into John Candy about like he watched Uncle Buck a lot growing
I
up.
love Uncle Buck.
He looked up John Candy. He's like, "Oh my God, John Candy died in 1994."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, no, he's been dead a while."
Why do you
Paul.
think he
Like,
hasn't been in anything?
I don't know where you been. So that happened last night. Blew my fucking mind. That somehow he thought John Candy was just not making movies and just disappeared.
Maybe he got really rich off of planes, trains, and automobiles.
He's still collecting royalty checks from Uncle Buck in the Great Outdoors.
But also,
Home Alone 2.
No, I think he's in Home Alone. He's
No.
part of the Polish man, right?
Yeah, okay, that's the first one. Yep, you're right. I
yeah.
forgot the second one's in New York. My bad.
That one has Tim Curry.
Oh yeah, he's the hotel
Yeah,
concierge, whatever.
Yeah.
Concierge.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you. I thought that was the name of it.
Yes, he's a concierge.
So yeah, no, that blew my mind with Paul. That just somehow didn't know John Candy was dead, and then it blew his mind, and I had to sit there and like
Console your friend.
basically console him about this man's been dead for a long time now, and somehow he just was oblivious, and was just curious why he hadn't seen John Candy, and then that's
God,
what led to
I
it.
would hope about Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
No, Kurt Cobain's alive.
Just like Elvis, it's fine.
Yeah.
And Tupac.
Yeah, they just live in Hawaii.
But like in the volcano, so no one can actually get to him.
Well, the secret is you have to pretend to die in order to be accepted into the volcano.
Yeah, you have to really pick a good death.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because it just blew my mind last night. It's been blowing my mind all day. It just
I'm glad Paul keeps blowing you.
Every day.
Someone does.
somebody has to love me.
That's
not
no
gonna
love
be
in
me.
Paul blowing. Your
So
mom could suck my dick and has no love in there.
my sister is dating someone new, by the way. Saw that on Facebook.
Yeah.
What a shame.
I think she's engaged.
Oh,
had
is
a
she?
ring on her
I wouldn't.
She had a
fucking
ring on her
know.
left hand.
I wouldn't fucking know.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I don't talk to her.
I only open that up when I'm feeling weirdly horny.
Are you Jeremy all of a sudden?
Yes.
Trying to hit up my sister again?
No. I would never do that. First off, she's like a little sister to me.
Well,
That's just-
thought that's what it was to Jeremy too, but apparently I'm wrong. So
Jeremy would fuck a couch if it had a vagina.
I'll throw Jeremy under the bus with a story real quick. He tried to rope me into a threesome in high school.
See?
Mhm.
He wanted to fuck you.
He just wanted to see that dangle. He knew if he got one glimpse at it, he'd know forever.
Reveal thine mighty Excalibur.
Thunder!
He called me out of the blue. I think it was like 10th or 11th grade. He called me out of the blue. And he's like, I have this girl, but she wants to do this thing. You got to follow me here. And I'm like, I don't like where this is going.
Hey, bud,
Okay.
no. Hey, bud, no. Hey, bud, no.
I thought it was going to be, I had to be a third wheel again. Because I've had to do that to like get her to loosen up and like he can do. Yeah, like he's like, just, you know,
tight
just
and
kind of
shit.
come over and like be funny or whatever.
Shit
Like,
too
just
tight.
kind of help me out. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll be a wingman. But no, it was that she wanted a threesome, but he didn't know who to ask. So he came to me. The one person who was never going to fucking agree to that. Like, out of all the
She
repertoire
hot?
of people he knew. I don't know. I never asked.
You,
I would've done it.
he
Dude,
sold
he
himself
could have given
short.
a name.
Nope.
Sold
That
himself
was it.
short.
He could have called me. I wasn't doing anything.
Your phone was on silent. He tried.
If
It didn't work.
I was back in high school and Jeremy reached out, I was like, hey, you want to do a threesome?
Well, see,
Sure.
the thing is, Jeremy went to call you, but you were already watching porn. So you saw the number come in and you were like, no.
I'm like, how you said no. Dude, Jared, I had a flip phone back in the day.
No.
Clank.
By that time, too?
Super 8-bit too.
Jared, I'll have you know, I just
Weird
shorted like 4 or
shapes.
5 phones throughout high school. So
Okay.
I didn't get the nicer phone.
That's fair. That's fair.
Very irresponsible. That's why.
But yeah, so
No, they fucking killed themselves.
No, I'm sure
yeah,
they did.
One of these
no,
days I was
do. They
texting,
weren't great.
and then I was texting, and then the screen just went white. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, stop sending dick pics.
I have. I'm a mature married man. And she works at a school, so I can't randomly send my dick to her throughout the day. That would be
To clarify for people who don't know,
penises are gross, so it doesn't do anything.
it's true.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry if there are women listening,
Which
I'm
thank
very
you,
doubtful.
thank you,
But thank you.
thank you. Be honest, you don't want the dick pic, right? That doesn't
No, no
do
one
anything
wants a dick
for
pic.
you, does it? Like seeing a rock hard dick, that doesn't turn you on, right? Like that can't be.
Oh,
like
your
as
rage is so swollen.
as a man whose sexuality is very fluid and not really on any spectrum, like if I were to get a dick pic, I'd be like, yeah, that's not doing anything for anyone.
No.
I don't understand. Like I get tits, and sometimes a coochie can be kind of fun, but like just like a stiff
Tits.
Legs.
the issue. So
Face.
I may or may not work with a man or worked with a man in the past who did sell those kind of lewd pictures. And like he was
It's
talking.
not me. Why don't you look
He
at
was
me?
talking. He's like, yeah, because it's not just like they don't want just your dick in your hand. They want like poses and like shit. Yeah,
I've seen the fireman calendars.
exactly. Like it's not the dick necessarily that does it. It's like the
Yeah.
whole.
It's like
package.
I can see Willem Dafoe hanging dong and just be like, that's impressive. But
Yeah.
that doesn't do anything.
doesn't do anything for me. No.
No.
Like, but again, ladies, if I am wrong, please let me know.
Reach
Yeah.
out to oddcastmedia@gmail.com.
On the screen below for those of you watching video, and if you're listening to podcasts, it's in the description. Go look for it. Everything's always there.
Yep.
Speaking of that,
Okay.
Speaking of dicks,
I think
Dick
we all
pics?
know my first celebrity crush.
Nope.
Brought this up before. I know I've talked about this before.
Listen, we
Wait,
talk
wait.
about a
I
lot
know
of
it
shit
is.
on these podcasts.
it's Ben Affleck from the Daredevil. You saw him in that leather, and you just
No.
Hang on. Is it?
No, I know who it is.
Do you though? Do you remember?
Is it the young Jamie Lee Curtis from the
No,
first
no,
Halloween
actually,
movie?
never been attracted to Jamie Lee
Yeah,
Curtis.
she's not pretty.
She's a great actress. I'm just not attracted. Give me an F. Anyway.
Look at this photograph.
No,
He
it's not
busted
Avril
up
Lavigne.
in
It's
her.
not Avril Lavigne. No, the Neve Campbell who plays Sidney Prescott. Scream. Because Scream was like the first horror movie I'd really seen, and I got attracted to her, and then she just got hotter as time went on. So just kind of stuck.
Older the berry, sweeter the juice, man.
Just my type, man. Like dark hair, pretty
Women?
face, like the whole somewhat
Some has
kind
a
of goth
vagina.
thing looking.
I made a mistake
Has
earlier
no chance of sleeping with him.
because I was discussing this with Heather,
Yeah.
and then I said, yeah, eventually I got attracted to aggressive, loud women,
Yep.
and Heather said, "Are you calling me loud?"
Yep.
I'm like,
No,
the boisterous. That's what I meant.
Yep.
So I can have a look at the definition of boisterous, make sure I didn't double down. And I didn't.
Yes, you're strong to dominant bitchy women, Anthony.
Yeah,
it's
I don't-
fine.
It's the opposite of my personality.
Dominant bitchy women.
not condoned by Oddcast.
I think you're just trying to get.
It's fine. I was.
There's somewhere in this basement. There is a vent that goes to the basement. Goes right into the living room.
Yeah, it's right there.
And if you speak into it, it's like clear as day.
I'm good. I don't need to do that.
Just-
Dominant bitchy women.
I mean,
Neve Campbell.
she's not as bad as your first ex, though. So I mean, you've only gone
What
up.
Okay, I thought we were
Oh,
talking about Neve
His
Campbell or whatever.
first ex was over the top.
We've all dated
dominant.
crazy.
So
Yeah,
we all have.
mhm.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard of her.
Crazy one that tried to kill herself, or the other ones?
It begins with an L.
Yeah, that's the crazy one that tried to kill herself. She cut herself
Damn.
a lot too.
Jesus, man.
Yeah,
My arm's healed up, everybody.
that's
I know
great.
we talked about that.
Hers
before,
has a
but,
bunch of
you know.
scars on it, in case you're wondering.
I actually got asked that by James, who I work who I work with.
Not James ACS_Husk.
No, James that I work with from South Africa, really cool guy. But he saw my arm bandage and he asked me like, got some issues you're not talking about? I'm like, no, I just come right about it in my journal.
but no, this is actually a pound of
This is a
issue.
brain issue, not a cutting issue.
This is the cut.
No, everyone knows
No,
you
this
do-
is the cutting issue, and I just pull up my
It's
leg.
right here on the side, right here.
It's all in my ass.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
in my
you see,
ass.
Jared's just working on his Freddy Krueger cosplay for Halloween.
I got a head start.
Yeah,
Head
exactly.
start. I'm almost done. My arms are done.
See,
This
people
arm's
only
done.
ever do the face. You're gonna do the whole body.
I just gotta stand in front of a lot of steam.
Yep.
Anyway, so Transformers for you. Was there a particular like Transformers series that you got into with it? Because I know for you,
Beast
you're all
Wars
over
was the very
place.
first one, and
Really.
then,
Okay, wait, you can't say really because Beast Wars was their attempt to relaunch the Transformers series.
yeah,
and
but
it came out in 1998.
After,
so
I remember watching. it,
I
too.
was 4 at the time.
Mm,
So that was it.
what was it? WB Kids played it for a while there.
No idea.
Fox.
Couldn't tell you.
Fox. Okay.
That's Fox.
No. And
Maybe never had Transformers.
and what it came down to as well is it was a lot more complicated and complex than I really gave it credit for, especially with the animation.
Oh, the animation is so god awful. Like they were
But-
trying something new, but it
But
just
once
did
you
not
get
age
to
well.
Beast Machines, Anthony,
I saw you have a
that
mini
great
seizure.
Cheetor that is
I had
Beast
the
Machine
Supreme
Cheetor.
class Beast Machine Cheetor,
Oh,
which was not only a
so-
terrible looking figure, but it
The
was a terrible
issue-
toy.
The issue with Cheetor and Beast Machines is he didn't have paws, he had wheels. And he like roller skated in like human mode. He didn't, because he was fast. It was
Yeah.
hip. It was cool.
Yeah. Well, you see, in
In
Beast
hindsight,
Machines,
no.
they all had an animal form and a beast form.
Yes.
I mean, an animal form and a vehicle form.
yes.
Okay.
My really favorite was
Don't know.
Megatron because he had the T-Rex, and then his vehicle form was the T-Rex, but little fans came up that he could fly with.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest fucking thing. Everybody's like,
So you turned into a drone.
basically,
Yeah,
yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
The first drone.
yeah.
It was after they were all back
Megatron.
on Cybertron 3,000 years after Beast Wars happened, and human race is now surviving, and the actual Autobots are landing on Earth for the first time.
Yep. Beast Wars is both a sequel and a prequel to Transformers G1.
So I didn't get to talk about this
Yeah,
either.
forget about Optimus Primal sitting in his chair, or sitting in Optimus's chair, rips out the Matrix of Leadership from Optimus's chest.
Well, not that. He
No.
rips out his spark,
Yeah,
his life
Yes,
source.
his spark. I forget it wasn't the Matrix. Fucking Buck Wild would be that just like halfway through season 2, like it's the Matrix of Leadership.
And the best part is the fucking Beast Wars cast, because you don't really think about it, but they transform into animals,
Do
Yeah.
they?
Earth size.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
nice.
So when they go up to the Transformers,
It doesn't work.
who they're like super small compared to them, it's just
Like Rat Trap's
Mm.
probably my favorite because like you have Rhinox,
Yeah.
who's like a fucking rhino, right? And then you have Rat Trap, who's a rat, and they're like in beast form, they're like whoop, but when they're like transformed, they're like whoop. So it's such like you really gotta play with the dimensions.
yeah, it's. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Oh yeah, here's Beast Wars Megatron and Optimus Prime.
Yep.
Yeah, Beast Wars Megatron and Optimus Prime.
I will say there was
Jesus
because I not recently, but when I say recently, within the last 10 years, I've watched all of Beast Wars again. Yeah.
Good show.
And like in the second season, they like introduced like the mega ones from like the X Vault or wherever, like the super ones. I can't remember what the fuck they're called, but I'm like, I remembered that being a lot more like awesome than like going back and rewatching. I was like, this is so anticlimactic. It's just not even funny. Yes.
No, it is great. Everyone should watch Beast. You should watch the entire Beast series because it gets fucking
It's
so
getting better.
intense. Because eventually
Arachnia.
Megatron does take over Cybertron, Beast
Yeah.
Wars Megatron,
Yep.
and he rips the sparks out of certain of the Maximals and turns them into Viacom drones.
Yep.
Like Rhinox ends up becoming a bad guy named Tankor. And when Tankor realizes he's Rhinox, he's like, yeah, no, Megatron's right. We're dumbasses. So he stays a bad guy. It's fucking deep.
Wow.
Dinobot, he bores his own clone.
Not what I would expect there.
No.
So Michael brought up Jamie Lee Curtis, and it jogged my memory. I've talked about it with these guys, but we recorded other stuff on Thursday for Michael because Odd Chat's, as we all know, on a hiatus.
It's just easier for us to be all together and record a bunch of episodes of other shows and just
it's easier to get stockpile on things. So Anyway, I watched Halloween Kills because my coworker of mine had talked to me about it, and so I watched it.
Yep.
It has fun kills. The Halloween Kills lives up to that name. Fantastic, really fun. Just watching Michael. Fun is in what you want from. As I've heard it put.
You were in it.
As I've heard it put, what you want out of a killer movie like that, which is the killer just going ham on everyone and everything, which is something they don't typically do.
Right.
So that was fun. However, the thing I have the biggest problem with, and I told her as well, that it's a fucking filler. It's a goddamn filler movie that does absolutely fucking nothing but show you the connection to Halloween 2018, which is something they could have just put in the first one and saved that fucking extra 20, 30 minutes you needed to do that stuff. Could have done without that in the second one, but whatever.
I don't think they knew they were going to make a sequel.
Anthony, they're making 3.
I don't think
they've
that
known
point.
they were making 3.
Well,
because they joked with the director of, hey, do you think you'll do another one? And he had joked well, I mean, I originally wanted to do 3. Here we go. Halloween Kills is the fucking middle one. It ends on a stupid
cliffhanger.
It was a cliffhanger, but it was it was all for shock value cliffhanger. There's a character that dies that was simply for the shock value of we're going to end it here. And it's
Did Jamie Lee Curtis die?
No, but she was in the hospital the entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
The trailer made it seem like she was
got
going to get the
out.
people together and kill Mike. But no. She's in the hospital because she was brutally fucking stabbed in the stomach. So
Keep
for once,
saying
they're
Mike.
yeah.
His name is Michael.
Yeah, well, I agree.
Mike Myers is the comedian.
Yeah, well, so no, they
maybe.
they do surgery, they staple her. She's in the hospital the whole fucking time.
Spoilers, by the way, just in case.
It's you're not missing anything.
Well,
honestly, it's only fun to go watch for the kills.
Watch it.
But it's just set up for a third movie, and that irritated me by the end of it.
On brighter news, Dune Part 2 starts filming next year in April.
Hey, did you also see there was a Morbius trailer? I didn't watch the Boba Fett one. I didn't have time.
No.
I was busy this morning. But I did watch I did catch a Morbius teaser thing that popped up on my phone. It was a minute long.
Why would you watch the Morbius one and not the Boba Fett one? I don't have time for Boba Fett. So instead, I'm going to watch
it was first
microwave
thing this morning, and I
fertilizer.
just was picking through whatever. Because Paul had to be in super early, so I ended up just kind of oversleeping, getting up early, and then going back to sleep. I overslept. Anyway, so the Morbius thing was just a minute of just. I think they're leaning more into no spoiler, but other things that have happened that we've seen recently. I think they're trying to lean into that more. I think they're just blatantly admitting it with this teaser trailer now, which is
probably
Venom 2 is still in theaters. Any fun things you're doing to connect them, maybe don't say that in a teaser just yet because it's still in fucking theaters for people.
Yeah, it would be awful if something was in theaters and people were explaining big main plot points.
Yeah, but one of them's a decent movie, and the other one's just kind of meh. So it's you're not missing much.
I'm so confused. Which one was a decent movie?
Yeah,
Venom 2 was a decent movie.
Okay, what was kind of meh?
Halloween Kills is meh.
Oh, okay.
I
thought we were talking about Venom, and there was a other superhero movie that was out. It was man,
not till
next week.
But for just to wrap up that, I guarantee you can skip Halloween Kills, go to whatever they do in a third one, and you probably won't miss anything.
Probably can't.
You mean they're finally going to kill off Michael, except he's going to come back in 5 years? Is the resurrection of the shadow?
Oh, somebody will
Oh
reboot
god,
it
in 20 years later they'll make another one.
It's Halloween
Kind of like
2025.
Kind of like there's already circling on Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Now that things are getting settled out, they're already circling on making a script.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
they just keep rebooting them.
Well, of course.
I just can't wait till I'm old and can do what John Carpenter does and just fucking be fat and crotchety old man playing video games and be like, yeah, sure, you can use my IP. I don't give a fuck. Just give me the money. Just give me the money.
Yeah.
No, you want me? I don't give a fuck. Just give me the money.
Like Jim Davis.
Just give me the money.
Yeah. A lot of people do that, but whatever. Also, Anthony, did you know the guy who did the Invisible Man is also making a Wolfman?
Yes, he told us.
Okay, I could remember if you.
Yes, they're trying to relaunch the Universal monsters.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's looking like he.
They're trying again.
Well, I think that
But
this time will be a decent run for them.
My-
because
my-
they
I
have-
think since they're not like with the Invisible Man, they didn't try to connect it to anything else.
Right,
Right,
it's-
one-offs. It's like,
it's-
oh wow, it's really good if we do one-offs.
Right? Like if you do a Wolfman and it's just a Wolfman, and then
Yeah.
you do like a post-credit tease where it's like the swamp thing or whatever, because the wolf in the swamp, and then the next movie is like the swamp thing, but you don't cross them, and then
Then we get-
eventually you get.
Then we
to,
get
like,
Abbott and Costello back.
oh, I can't wait for that when they go to see the
So-
mummy. Okay, so so Abbott and Costello, right? Who's playing Abbott and who's playing Costello? Because I think Josh Gad would be a good Costello,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like a larger funny man.
So we skinnier.
You need
funny
a skinny funny man. And then this leads me into something that I really just need to talk
Um,
about.
What about
Yeah, I got it.
what's the fuck?
Here.
Jonah Hill,
No, I think it needs to be a Brit actor.
British.
So I would. Paul Bentley.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see that.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. He's got the look. He looks
Yeah.
fucking weird. So like, yeah, he does. He does.
We all look
He-
weird.
he's-
Everybody looks.
he's a
fucking
giant. It's fun.
Okay.
Did you guys hear the news about the new voice of Garfield?
weird. No,
No.
what new voice of Garfield?
Bill Murray again?
No,
No. Is it Milbury?
no. Someone who's gonna be who already has an animation project that's kind of in the works.
That really tickled you, didn't it?
That took a
I already got an animation project in work.
So,
Is it fucking the guy who
No.
played? Not a guy.
it's a guy.
Well, is it the guy who played Batman? The Long
No.
Halloween is the Supernatural.
No,
no.
no.
But I think I would
Then
have.
He's basically Hollywood's go-to leading man right now.
The Rock.
Nope. Close, but nope.
Kevin Hart.
Nope. Think White. Not last name, just is White.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
go to Tom Holland.
Close. Getting
Timothée
closer.
Chalamet?
Nope. Getting a little bit further away. You were closer with Tom Holland.
Tom Hiddleston.
Nope. Getting close though.
Chris Hemsworth.
No, you're real close though. You're so
Like
you're
I'm
right,
in the MCU.
You're right fucking there. You're right there. You're right there.
Oh god. So it's not Thor. It's not Loki. It's not Spider-Man.
No, but you're so close.
Paul Rudd?
No.
I'm trying to think of
He's-
people that.
Liam Hemsworth.
He's so close. You've gotten half of it already. And
Liam Hemsworth.
you've gotten
Chris
half.
Pine.
No,
Chris
you're
Evans.
no.
No way. He's Buzz Lightyear.
You're so close.
What's another Tom?
No.
No,
You're this close, Anthony.
you've lost me. I
Taika
don't know.
Waititi.
No.
Carl Urban.
Oh my God, you're getting so far away.
So it's really close with Chris Hemsworth.
It was really close with Chris Hemsworth. Yep. You got half of it.
Is it Chris or Hemsworth?
You got half
I
of
didn't
it.
know.
Evans?
No.
I said Chris Evans. He said no.
Oh, okay.
Chris Kattan.
No. Still got half of it.
So it's Chris something.
Chris Rock.
No.
Oh, wait, he's not white. Chris.
I thought you would have. I know already.
Yeah, but the pressure's on, so my brain's just selecting every name that I know.
Yeah, you're real close to Chris though. You got Chris in the MCU, and you're on
Oh
fire.
my god, who are all the Chris's in the MCU?
Chris Evans.
Oh
Chris
my god,
Pratt.
That's the one.
Chris Pratt.
That's the one. He's gonna
Mario.
Be, and no, he's gonna be Mario and Garfield.
Mario.
Mario and Garfield.
And if I saw correctly, I believe he's also Buzz Lightyear.
He's also Buzz
No,
Lightyear.
Chris Evans.
No,
no,
no.
It's Chris Pratt.
I'm pretty sure it was Chris.
Pretty
Pratt.
sure it was
Nope, you
Chris
guys are
Pratt.
wrong. Nope.
Okay. I thought I saw Chris Pratt.
But
too.
say I'm pretty sure I
Which
saw
is why
a
I was
meme.
going to bring up the Buzz Lightyear too. How he's just everything
Because
now.
I'm pretty sure the
No,
meme
it's
I
Chris
saw-
Evans.
Oh,
You're
thank
wrong.
God, it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Your
Still.
moves are wrong.
Still, like, 'cause he
One
was
thing I'm
fucking-
pissed about the Lightyear movie
Yeah,
is
it looks so good.
well,
I
no,
can't
it looks
fucking
great.
wait.
I can't wait to see it. Is we get to see Buzz Lightyear's hair,
Yeah.
and it's not a buzz cut.
Why would it be a buzz
Why
cut?
would it be?
Buzz.
That's not where
Who
he gets
gives a
his
shit?
name.
Buzz
Well, yeah,
Aldrin.
Fucking Buzz Aldrin doesn't have a buzz cut. I mean, he does now, but he didn't.
Well, he's smart. He got old and lost his hair. And he's
He also
like, well,
doesn't,
I'm
like-
gonna keep it.
I don't
Like
know if
my
I would
grandfather.
consider that not a buzz cut, though. It's pretty fucking short.
It's almost
Also, he wears a uniform the entire time, so
I know. I saw that trailer. I was fucking pumped. I'm pumped for the Lightyear movie.
it looks so good. Everyone online is like, well, we already got the Buzz Lightyear origin story from like Buzz Lightyear of Star Command with the Disney
I like
show.
that as a kid.
That's not his
like the
origin.
movie,
too.
That is him after going through training
Yeah,
and being
yeah, it is.
established and having his archenemy
because-
Zurg, and then he gets a team.
Slash
command.
dad.
Because
Yes.
they did a movie and then they did the
Yes.
series and like both of those he's leading other
Yeah, he's leading a
light
team.
years. So like
I
you
just
can't
can't-
do that.
I just really can't believe they couldn't fucking pull Tim Allen to do it.
I was a little shocked.
I
I
was
was
like-
like Tim Allen.
I'm okay with that.
I am too in my because in my head my continuity is like Tim Allen just did the voice of
For
the
the toy, yeah.
and so
Mm.
this is
I bet you they're gonna have like a moment where he's gonna have a toy. And it's gonna be Tim
yeah,
Allen.
yes, you
voice.
know it's gonna there's gonna be a Tim Allen
Like,
cameo.
hey, can
somewhere
we get
in
your
there.
voice for a toy?
What I'm pumped
no,
for the
but
most
my
now
brother.
though is
Philip,
when
Buzz
this one
Lightyear.
does really well. And we get the fucking Woody movie. I
Yeah!
can't fucking wait for
And then we
that.
get Cowboys versus Aliens.
Yes!
But as
Oh,
fucking
it's so
Pixar.
good. It's going to be a good Cowboys and Aliens. I cannot fucking wait.
Well, what they're gonna do?
Oh,
No, Pixar.
listen.
Listen. This
TM.
is how you fucking sell the Woody movie.
Right.
The ending of Woody's Roundup.
Yes.
We get that on the big screen.
Yes.
We
Yes.
find out what happens.
Yeah.
That will fucking get asses in seats because they'll just show at the very end of Bullseye and him starting to jump over a cliff and like over the fucking cliff, and everyone's gonna go, "It's the end of Woody's Roundup. We're gonna find out what happens." Everyone's gonna lose their shit.
I think they'll get Tom Hanks back for that only because he did the
Buzz Lightyear's not a real is a real person. Woody is not.
it doesn't matter. I think they'll get but my second choice for Woody is Don Knotts for whatever reason. I think Don Knotts would be fucking amazing.
I'll get the
I don't
shovel.
think so.
What's that? I thought Don Knotts.
No, I
passed
think his
away.
last role was Chicken Little.
No, he's been in something. He's voiced a few things. There's a couple. You remember, like the
Yeah,
Sicilian
Mike's
from The
right, but
Princess
yeah.
Bride. He's in
Died in
Young Sheldon.
2006.
Oh damn,
No.
he's in Young Sheldon and everything.
Rest
He's
in power.
Yeah,
he's in a lot of shit, and I thought that man was dead, and he's not. He just keeps showing back up in fucking random cartoons. Oh, sorry, got off on the Buzz and
No,
Woody
we're
movie.
talking about memories. Oh, my apologies. The last thing that he was in that wasn't Don Knotts was Air Buddies.
Yes.
So speaking of memories, I wish.
Who's the first celebrity you masturbated to, Jared?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But speaking of things from our childhood, I used to be an achievement hunter, like super hard, right? Anthony remembers.
Dude, you work with Jeff Ramsey?
Not in that sense, but like I was one of the people like I would go out of my way to do achievements until the Batman thing we've talked about before.
For the Riddler trophies.
So, yeah, man.
Ugh.
Because I got glitched out of getting it, and I just never bothered again. That just threw me off. Never wanted to do it. Anyway,
Such a little bitch.
you collect all that fucking shit, and then have the game
I did.
catch
Hey.
the Riddler, and then be like, "Hey, you don't get an achievement for it, but you did it." It's like,
I did.
Hey,
The
Jared,
fuck?
I've
Arkham
spent
Knights.
40 hours in Batman, and I'm still no better at it than when I fucking started. So
Mike sucks.
do.
So it's the one jab I get to
I
have.
do.
at him.
Gate kept.
I'm a terrible.
I get to have a jab at him.
I'm
Come
just
on
sure-
now.
you can have whatever jab you want, sweetheart. I'm terrible at video games. I can't do first-person shooters for whatever reason. Side scrollers, sure.
Yeah, some
First-person
people
shooters,
like
I
that.
can't fucking do it. I panic. I panic and shoot.
Now, I'm still a completionist with things, but for me, a lot of the
Like
time,
a bitch.
for me, a lot of the time, it comes to TV shows or movies.
I got the achievements all on Netflix.
No, it's not achievement thing. For my brain will not stop until I know the conclusion, even if it's terrible. Like Game of Thrones, hated season 8, and I kept saying I wouldn't. I ended up having to finish it because it was going to drive me nuts if I didn't. There's another movie series, Anthony, that just had a sequel,
Halloween.
and I should have never watched it. But my brain said, "Hey, you watched the first one, And this is going to be a thing.
Is
now.
it Home Sweet Home Alone?
No.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see the Home Alone movie.
Fucking gonna be so fucking shitty.
He's fat and British now.
It's a movie. That
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah, we
the
got
first
movie.
one. The first one came out,
Yep. Sure.
Yeah,
I would
said
assume
that
Holly
you've
watched it,
established
and
this.
Holly had the same opinion as me that it was just confusing and stupid. Everyone seemed to have most of that same opinion.
Oh yeah.
And I watched the sequel
And
because my brain
Jared's
was
going
like,
to
"Hey,
talk-
there's
he-
more."
He loves to
So-
watch Zack Snyder films and then complain about them.
oh,
I don't.
Yeah.
He did Army of Thieves, and I didn't realize that it come out, and then it popped up on my Netflix like, "Hey, new release," and my brain went, "Hey, you saw the first one, gotta watch that.
I don't.
You
have
got to
that
know what they
issue.
do now."
I don't have that.
And I'm pretty ADHD when it comes to that kind
Yeah,
of
I
shit.
have that problem with everything.
You
Clearly
might
not.
want to see a doctor about
Yeah.
that.
I mean, my addiction comes
When
with
it comes to
politics.
movies or shows, like I have to know how it ends, even if I hated it. Like if a sequel comes out, I end up having to know how they ended it.
Like
It just bothers me if I don't.
when it comes down to me, is like, well, I want something to complete that. Like I saw Drag Strip at PulseCon, and I'm like, I didn't go in wanting Drag Strip because that's a commitment.
That's fair.
He's a limb for a combiner,
Mhm.
a combiner that I don't really know much. And so they got him out, and it was the best looking figure they revealed for Transformers. So I got him. Well, I'll be getting him.
In fucking April.
And so that means every wave 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'll be getting a different limb, and then the chassis, the body,
Yeah.
Motor Master.
Such a fucking dumb name for a fucking Transformer.
He turns into combine into Menasor. But he's a commander class apparently, which is a $90 figure.
Gotta keep working that overtime, bud.
I've immediately committed by spending $20. Well, not spending yet.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean.
Just
But honest opinion, I think Army of Thieves worked better than Army of the Dead because there wasn't confusing plot points he was trying to work. This one was very straightforward. Like guy cracks safes, they get him to crack vaults. Movie like that one made it was more cohesive. Just Army of the Dead. There was too much he was trying to do. It got confusing. This one was very straightforward and it was very easy to follow compared to what he did with the first one.
Okay.
So that's my 2 cents there. But it fits with this because I've seen every Scream movie because I watched the first one as a kid. And I just kept watching them. But yeah, Neve Campbell was my first one. Jacking off to, you asked that one.
yes, specifically.
I was trying to avoid this, but he brought it up. So
I know mine. I can tell you the room I was in. So Mike, do you have a
No.
crush you can remember? All right. So, I've spoken about this.
not that I've jerked off to enough for it to be remembering.
I can't remember her name.
Wow, you're a true gentleman, aren't you?
I am a true gentleman. Starship Troopers.
Okay.
I watched that one a lot as a young kid. There's
Denise Richards?
Is that who she is? Is that the name of Rico's best friend who goes with him into the infantry?
I'm
And
pretty
drawing
sure.
a blank on names.
Denise Richards.
Because there's a shower scene where they're all co-ed, and then like
Yeah.
my brain was just like tits.
I never forget a face.
No, not her. The other friend. The friend that's in the infantry with him. I'm drawing a blank on names. Because she's in the infantry, so when they go into the shower later in the movie, it's all co-ed everything. So my brain was just like tits. And then her and Rico fuck, which you get to see more tits. Things happen.
Not very helpful.
Shouldn't give that to a young
You remember
7-year-old.
the character name? Is it Dizzy?
I think it's Daisy.
Well, I said Dizzy, not Daisy.
Dizzy. Sorry.
Is it Carl? That's Neil Patrick Harris.
Let me see. Though.
No. I've mentioned many times about my first
Yeah, it's
celebrity
Dizzy.
crush.
Dizzy. There we go.
Emmy Rossum, because we watched a lot of Phantom of the Opera growing up.
Yep.
And then also, oh god, I don't remember her name. She's in Scream 4. She's the killer. She's in the Nancy Drew movie.
Oh, from
Emma Roberts,
yeah.
Emma Roberts.
There's a lot of Emmas.
More Chris's.
Oh god, there's so many fucking crazy. There's an army of those. And then, but no, that would be that was the first one.
Emma Roberts. I can remember that. And I'm glad I live in a world where they're still like popular and do things. So I was like, thank you.
Yeah, can't you wait till we're really old and your son one day asks, like, Dad, blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, I remember this one actress. She was my favorite. And they have no idea who she is because she's either not acting anymore or just old as fuck.
Jared, that's gonna happen because we're old as
Yep,
fuck.
yep. My dad does that every now and again. He'll like bring up an actor that he likes or whatever, and I'm like, I've never fucking heard of that.
Ah, yes. Remember from the talkies way back then?
Well, I'm just saying, can't wait for that.
Can't
wait for that.
She was in a thing. She was in one of those picture films with Charlie Chaplin. Your dad's old. That's what I'm getting at.
He's older than that. He remembers before there was TV. No, I don't
There was
think
the
he's that old.
before TV. No, I'm older than the both of you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Michael is older than us. So what was your first fandom then?
Oh, not like I haven't talked about it for countless hours on this fucking podcast. It's not like that I just fucking spent the first 10 minutes bitching about Hasbro fucking me over. I wonder what my first true fucking fandom was. Jared.
Godzilla.
I was pretty good at Godzilla.
Actually, Mike does like.
I
Godzilla.
love a good Godzilla. I fucking love the old Godzilla movies. Fucking amazing.
But no, we all know it's Power Rangers for Mike. It's-
Oh, don't just
he
assume
runs-
shit. Well, God.
Dude, he has Transformers Energon all on DVD.
I have a lot of shit on DVD. No, it's Power Rangers. Obviously, it's Power Rangers.
And well, is it Sentai or Power Rangers?
It's Power Rangers.
Power
I didn't know what
Rangers.
Sentai was until I was like 18.
Okay.
It's like one of those things where you're like, this is based on a
Oh, yeah.
Japanese show. And you're like, what? And you look it up and you're like, oh, it's actually better because it has a plot line and shit makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
I think what? Sorry, what?
I was gonna say, like, yeah, because there's also Transformers. Like, there's some Japanese exclusive series, like the Headmasters and Transformers Victory.
Yeah.
Let's say go. That's where Star Saber's from. I've done a lot of research about Star Saber.
I was going to
recently.
say, have you?
Yeah.
I think my first like fandom, something where like I really delved into it. To be completely honest, was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's like I read through the
You
booklet and I
fucking
saw
nerd.
the.
Fucking nerd.
I read the character things and I'm like, oh, that's neat. And then I started looking into that more and more and more.
I remember playing Mortal Kombat Apocalypse or Armageddon. Armageddon. It was.
Armageddon.
Where you could create your own character. Now
Yeah.
this is Mortal Kombat.
It's a punching game.
Yeah, it's very violent, gratuitous. So I remember Jared made this cool character running back and it's like, enter your name, and Jared's like, Hellfire. Profanity is not allowed. And I just remember both of us just like looked at each other like, really? In Mortal Kombat of all games?
So that was your first video game fandom. What was your first video game fandom?
Oh god, Legend of Zelda.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, easy, Wind Waker.
Okay.
That was the one that I
And a Portal.
because I'll kill you. No, Wind Wakers. Because we didn't have like TV or internet.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got my GameCube in 2002, and I got Wind Waker and Tony Hawk's Underground with it.
Fuck yeah, Tony Hawk.
So I played the shit out of Wind Waker because Tony Hawk, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
But Wind Waker, that was a whole fucking thing. So that was my free time. I was on the Wind Waker.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a memory card at first. Thank God, whoever my mom was dating at the time, I don't remember your name, but you brought a memory card and you gave it to me. Thank you.
He still has it probably somewhere.
No, my sister has it. She went off to college and gave her my GameCube because I had a
Deep in
Wii.
the recesses.
But I was just like,
Terrible trade.
thank you for this man because I didn't have to fucking playing like through Forest Haven for the first time
Yeah.
because
Yeah. The
it's
pain
a
in
very
the ass.
long game in the
Mhm.
beginning as well. So you can't
Yeah,
really
Forest
get to...
Haven's a pain in the ass. You know how many times I couldn't fucking hit the tornadoes right going over
Yeah.
the fucking Forbidden Woods?
I got a speed. That gave me a speedrun strat that I still do to this game because when you get the boomerang,
Oh yeah, yeah,
enemies drop faster just to die.
yeah.
Because I
Yep.
couldn't kill the two moppers.
Yep.
No, yeah. What about you, Mike? Do you have a video game?
So I didn't get into Zelda later, but I was always big into Metroidvania games, and so like my cousin, who is technically my cousin now because he's married to my aunt, but at the time he wasn't, but had Symphony of the Night. So watching him play Symphony of the Night on the PlayStation, fucking loved that, and I had Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo, which playing it now is really easy. Playing it back then, when you get to Oh fuck, the third boss technically. It's after Fantoon. So you beat Kraid Fantoon. The shrimp thingy. I can't remember what the
I
fuck
have
it's
never
called.
played
Yeah,
a single
I've never
Metroid
played 'em.
game.
It's
Never
fine.
played 'em.
So there's speedrun strats where you can shine spark, where you have a speed boost and everything like that. Well, I was watching just like a playthrough like a year ago, and they're like, "Oh no, you just bomb these, and then this electrical panel is exposed basically, and then you let the thing grab you, and you shoot your grappling hook at it, and it just kills them instantly. It drains you of life, so you have to make sure you have like health and shit, but like it electrocutes the thing, and it's like it turned what was the most anxiety-driven fight of my young life, and I couldn't do it." To like a 4-second fight. I'm like, why the fuck? Why the actual fuck? I love those kind of games. So, and then so from Super Metroid, I dived deep into the lore of Metroid and
Okay.
have just like
She got into so it's like
Oh,
me,
yeah.
more
She's
kind
a
of like
bird
I played
person.
one red stuff. And
she's a
then dived in.
Chozo.
Fair.
And she's not technically a bird person.
They-
she just
they gave her her DNA.
She's a hybrid. But she also has Metroid DNA in her. So
It really killed her parents.
that's why the Chozo took her in.
Yeah.
And Metroid Dread really expands on that universe, and it's so fucking good.
So speaking of if we're talking about all this stuff here.
Yeah.
Was there ever a show like when you guys were growing up? Was there like TV like your parents watched, but they had to wait till you went to bed? Because my parents would watch certain things, like Sopranos,
Some
for
murder
instance.
porn?
When that started, like they waited till we were all in. Yeah,
Murder porn?
with Sopranos is
Murder
basically
porn?
what it was.
Oh,
Like, I'm gonna fuck you and treat you real
Oh, that
good.
doesn't
Oh no,
work
my
for
wife
you.
found out I gotta kill you. That's basically what
No,
Sopranos
no,
was at
no,
its core
no.
for a kid.
Well, your parents are PG-13 at best.
They let us watch whatever the fuck we wanted.
No, I'm saying like they
Yeah,
watch PG-13 at best. Like, they aren't.
Okay.
My mom, she was like, whatever I'm watching, you can watch.
Yeah.
It's only
Yeah,
fair.
no, my
No.
my parents were not like that. Like they would like we had to go to bed and then Sopranos would be on it late at night, so they'd stay up and watch it. But I would just sneak out to like
I guess
the whatever upstairs thing. and look
no,
out
there
the
wasn't really
railing.
anything they said I couldn't. Well, like okay, so the odd thing that I've talked about on this podcast many times is my mother wouldn't let us watch Cat Dog
Okay.
for whatever reason. She thought it was the dumbest thing in the fucking world.
I
but
mean,
it was.
she's not wrong.
So she would not let us watch Cat Dog. Like she forbid, like we still fucking did because my grandma had the TV and my grandma didn't give a shit. But like she wouldn't let us. Like that's the one thing she wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I still remember because, like I said, Blair Witch Project was my very first horror movie because I saw the case and I was like, Mom, like the VHS tape.
in the Blockbuster.
And no, we had it, and I went to my mom like, "What is this?" And she's like, "Oh, that's a scary movie. I don't know if you want to watch it." I'm like, "Why is it scary?" She's like, "All right, you got to watch it.
Yeah.
You can't come crying to me if you have a nightmare or anything." And I watched it. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that was pretty scary." And Mom's like, "Don't worry, none of it's real." I'm like, "None of it? Yeah, those are all actors." Oh.
My brain has that disassociation thing though, so I can't do that. It doesn't work like that.
And that's why I can watch horror movies without like freaking out
And
anymore.
that's why I can't watch horror movies.
That's why I'm also a coward with horror video games because I'm controlling it, so I'm interacting fully.
Fair.
Yeah.
No, my mom and stepdad were very much like tried to keep us from watching things, but I would always sneak whatever red box they ordered because like they ordered.
Oh my god.
Red
Okay,
box.
Yeah, when they used to mail it to you.
My Netflix game.
Or sorry, the
The
Netflix. thing,
Netflix
yeah.
when it mailed it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. So they ordered the remake Texas Chainsaw in like 2003. They had ordered that through Netflix and they left it on the counter and I looked at it and like,
Your Netflix still
I'll
has
watch
DVD
that.
subscriptions.
Are you fucking
You
kidding?
can still get DVDs.
Dude.
Because there's certain things that they can't upload to streaming. Like you can actually have a DVD plan.
Dude.
It's fucking buck wild, but it's like $9 for like the DVD
I
plan.
bet
so
because it's not the same
yeah,
thing anymore.
it's fine.
No, I remember the thing that I stayed up till midnight to watch for the very first time.
Was it porn?
No, it was Inuyasha.
Oh fuck! Good
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, it was like
great choice.
I stumbled
super late
across it.
Tsunami stuff.
Yeah, it's like
It's
I woke
fucking-
up one
I
night
was-
and I came across it.
whole culture shift because of Toonami.
Yeah,
For
Like,
real.
yeah, that got me into anime.
So did you guys?
Made me love
yeah.
it.
Me and my uncle used to watch
Songo.
Dragon Ball
Oh
on that.
god.
Did
Oh.
you guys watch Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z first?
Dragon Ball Z?
Okay.
I
I think I'm probably the only one that got into Dragon Ball first.
watched an episode or two of Dragon Ball
Okay.
because my uncle Scott, like he was big into watching it. But then Dragon Ball Z, when they re-edited it and put it on Cartoon Network.
Yes.
I ended up watching it.
That
there.
was the more mainstream
Kai,
thing.
what it's called now. Dragon Ball Z Kai is what it's called now. Where it's edited.
Oh, is that what
Yeah.
it is?
Where it's some
Okay.
really watered down shit.
Yeah, where,
I
like,
have
people
season-
get punched
I have
through and there's
seasons. I have
nothing.
seasons 4 through 9. I think on DVD. Just like I have so much shit.
Okay.
You guys want to fucking watch something that's horribly edited from anime?
The unbridged stuff.
No,
What?
One Piece.
I can't, yeah.
The Funimation, no, not Funimation. The 4Kids dub.
4Kids
Mhm.
dub.
It's so bad because
So
you know it's
fucking bad.
it's an anime about pirates.
Yeah, it's
What do
gonna get
pirates
bad.
have?
Guns. and
Guns. Guess what? They don't have on
Swords.
4K.
swords. Guns.
Guns.
I mean,
So
it's
there's-
it's the yeah.
Oh
It's a
yeah, the
straight
whole
image.
like they did in
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Where
No.
they
So it's Pokemon.
No, they replaced it. There's this one where the guy's holding a gun to a kid's head,
Yeah.
and instead of a gun, they replace it, and it's a spring hammer.
Yep.
Llama.
Yep.
Let me see if I
So-
can fucking find this picture.
It's so bad. Fun. Like that's why I don't like the 4Kids dub. But like, I will say, so I didn't really like Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball all that much. I do now. I have an appreciation for it.
Well,
It's
no, I mean
super-
everybody has their.
super-
I know
it
plenty
took
of
me-
people who
listen,
don't.
It took
and
because like
I guess I
Dragon
get it,
Ball 1 through seasons 1 until 1, 2, 3, right? Because Cell is.
but That's so
Oh
fucking
my
dumb.
god, I remember that. Season 4 is technically
That's
where
so
Cell
bad.
comes in, right?
gun.
I think season 4 is Cell, right?
I
I
believe
think so.
Yeah, that's where I started watching more. Like, I couldn't do the Frieza saga and the Saiyan saga. I didn't like any of that. It just
Really?
wasn't for me.
That's fair.
But I had Yu Yu Hakusho, which I fucking loved.
never
Yu
watched
Yu.
that one.
Oh my god!
You never watched Yu Yu Hakusho?
Holy shit, it's on Netflix. You have to watch it, dude.
The guy's got an energy sword.
It's
I've
so
never
fucking
watched-
Kuwabara.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking love Kuwabara.
I didn't watch that Bleach or Cowboy Bebop.
I didn't
never
watch
watched any
Bleach
of
or
that
Cowboy
when,
Bebop.
when those were on.
It wasn't.
It
for me.
wasn't.
It's just like
yeah,
it's
it
just like
wasn't for me.
I might take. I didn't ever watch any of the Gundams either. I thought the Gundams were boring as fuck.
I had rest in peace, Charles. Me and him used to stay up on my grandma's and watch.
The only Gundam that I did watch was the one that came like in 2009, where it was.
chibi ones.
Yeah, I don't know why that appealed to me.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. Dude's got a finger gun. Literally.
Oh,
You
Yusuke? Yusuke,
Yeah, I never watched it.
You
No,
really
I
should.
watched some Inuyasha, but that was about
You should
it.
really give you. It's all on Netflix, and like here's the thing, like so it's divided into seasons, but it's not really seasons. It's like here's 42 episodes, and it's like halfway through an arc. You're starting season 2, so like Toonami ran 1 through 3, and like halfway through 3 is like the Dark World tournament, where like it's the build up to the fucking finale. Just fucking stop. And I never got to see it until I bought. It was like my second fucking purchase on Amazon. I bought a messenger bag and all 4 fucking seasons of Yu Yu Hakusho. It's my second Amazon order. So fucking good.
The anime. Now I can talk about One Piece because I do like One
I
Piece.
love One Piece.
I can't wait to finish it when it's done and when it ends.
Yeah, it's never
Because
going to
I
end.
got
50?
into what?
When you're 50, if you're lucky.
I don't know.
Eventually, they have to get.
He
to
will
fucking,
die before I will.
They have to get to the Grand. I mean, they have to sail the entire Grand Line at some point.
Well, they're
right?
in the New World now.
Yeah, it's only. It's so infinite or so finite of a
Now,
world.
For
so-
those who know One Piece and are listening, I've watched up to Punk Hazard. I've started part way through Punk Hazard, but I'm caught up through Wano. Like
Yes.
I've been keeping myself updated because
I read the synopsis. of
there
the
are
episodes.
literally hundreds of episodes and into thousands of chapters to read now. Literally,
and
like
and I
1,080
can't.
now.
I only really watch TV while I'm at work, and I can't read subtitles at work. It makes
Yeah.
it very difficult.
Um,
I tried. I gave it a full on, and I was like, "Well, I don't really need to like read because I can kind of see visually what's going on." No, there's giant fucking plot points you got to fucking read.
There's
there's
such small
the
things in One Piece
Details.
that
Holy fuck!
that can come up to be like a big fucking part. But
Did you guys watch
fair.
Zoids?
So
oh, of course, Tigers
Fucking
like
Liger
Zero.
Zero. Do you watch Zoids New Century?
No.
No, you didn't miss a whole lot there.
I remember I had
That's
a Liger
fair.
Zero toy,
I
and I was
want-
gonna get a Liger Zero Zoid.
I have
They're
one.
fucking
They're,
expensive
like,
now, though.
$250.
Because if you want just the basic white Liger Zero, it's expensive. But then if you want any of the cool attachments, like the Blade Liger or the blue ones, the blue ones.
I don't remember.
I know the green one only ever got used once, and it was like the full fucking artillery where he just blows the fucking shit. My favorite part of that anime, though, and I know it's from the American dub, is like when like the refs would shoot down, and then like the black refs would shoot down, and they're just like sassy assholes.
fucking love it.
It seems like this in hindsight. Like, I wish I had been able to save toys from growing up.
God, yes.
Because I had Zoid toys because my great grandma worked at Sears before they shut
Fuck yeah.
and because she had worked there for 40, 50 years before that place shut down, she worked there her whole fucking life. So whenever we go in there, they would give us discounts for whatever. So I got
No wonder why these fucking sold out.
Pokemon Stadium Coliseum, the little chip thing. I got that. One of those. I got the white one, the white Liger.
Liger Zero.
Liger Zero is the only. It's the only one that everyone remembers.
Yeah,
there's.
I remember the mammoth.
Elephant. The elephant.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it, but I remember there was an elephant.
There was the raptor sniper. The one dude had a wolf. There was the parasail or the terrasails, which are the basically the bad guys had the bats.
Yeah.
I just love the sniper raptor because she would fold over and its entire tail would go.
You're unlocking so much shit from my childhood.
This is my issue with my brain. You know when I said shit just lives in my head rent free? This is the kind of shit that just lives there, right? It's all these deep embedded memories. The Stone of Orichalcos, that's Orichalcos Duos and Treos and Quatros, and it's different seals of fucking
Zodiacs.
Oh,
But I gotta say, the one that I watched throughout high school, because I didn't get in One Piece until I was out of high school.
Yeah. I tried, but I thought I got further in One Piece than I did. I've said that so many times.
The Grand Line is so early in.
I know.
You're just they'll get to the Grand Line. It's oh, they're at the Grand Line. Why are we on episode 50? There's hundreds of these.
I got to episode 43, and going back, I was I must have been so much further. No. And then at one point in time, I was I'm going to buy all of One Piece on the DVDs. And I realized I only got through the first half of the season, and I'm I'm not going to buy all these on DVD.
No, you need a bookcase alone for One Piece.
They sell the treasure chest. It's a treasure
it's
chest.
probably $500.
Oh, it's fucking expensive as shit.
But the one anime that I watched the fuck ton out of.
Yeah.
All the way up for a long while. I think I watched the original show and about halfway through the sequel series.
Yeah.
Naruto.
I got so bored with Naruto, and I wished I hadn't, because apparently it got real fucking good.
Oh, yeah. No, the problem is, so the Chunin exams are fucking hype as fuck.
Yes, they are.
It's such a shame that it happened so early in the series.
Yeah.
Because everything after that is very low until it gets picking back up again.
So I remember distinctly where I got Naruto. It is farther in. He's looking for a new sensei, and he finds the one dude who's in running to be the next Hokage.
Jiraiya.
Thank you. And he's teaching him that fucking
Rasengan.
Whatever this thing, and he uses his shadow clone to manipulate it because his hair's growing the wrong fucking way, right? That's where I fucking got. And after that, they stopped airing it at the time I would watch it, and I just dropped off.
It gets so...
I know it gets so much fucking better after that.
Eventually he takes out Rasengan, and he turns into a giant fucking shuriken.
Oh my god!
He can just do that.
I have since watched... I don't know where I'm watching this shit at, but it comes on, and I'm watching. I was apparently there's the Nine-Tailed Fox, and the 8 it's something, and this there's a whole fucking...
Gaara has the one-tail Tanuki, Sand Tanuki.
And they're like, oh no! And then all the Guardians are these old fucking people that are blessing Naruto and giving him power. I'm what the fuck is this?
Yeah, there's crazy shit. There's this one guy. So remember how Kakashi had that one eye that was given to him? There's this one guy who eventually does become a Hokage, but he's the evil guy.
Okay.
He's got this fucking arm.
Yeah.
Filled with eyeballs that he's taken from people.
So fucking cool.
It gets fucking crazy, Naruto.
I've tried to start watching it again, but I'm too... Dude. Their first assignment with the bridge builder, and I just...
It's so bad.
Fucking boring!
It's what happened... Eventually, shit gets crazy. Spoilers for Naruto, but it's fucking over.
Yeah,
Boruto's now a thing.
Yeah, he becomes Hokage, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. But eventually they're summoning, giant kaiju,
Sasuke's
summons one, and Naruto summons the fucking demon, and they fucking fight. It's fucking buck fucking wild. But Mike Guy, Rock Lee's teacher, unfortunately he does die.
Yes, I know he dies.
But he opens up all the gates.
Yes, I remember
Like Rock Lee
seeing
can
that.
only open up like 3, but Guy opens all 8 for the big main end villain,
Yeah.
who's this like untouchable, deniable god,
Uh-huh.
and he beats the shit out of this guy, and he's like, "You can't." And the villain's like, "You can't fucking die. This is the most fun I've had in centuries." And then he says, "Oh,
So
it's so good."
we're talking about animes that we've watched all the way through, right? I can only say I've only ever watched one anime all the way through.
What's that?
Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched from fucking all the way.
Dragon.
I watched
Ellis Island.
I even fucking watched the 4Kids original Capsule Monsters, which, as much shit as it gets, it's actually really fucking good. It's actually really fucking good because, like, it is basically Yugi or Atem, right? Who we don't know his Atem yet, but it's like this Emperor of Egypt versus fucking Alexander the Great, the other good fucking ruler of Egypt, and they go fucking head to head, and it's really fucking good.
Yu-Gi-Oh was great.
Season 5 just fucking lost me though. I'm like, what another fucking tournament? I don't even give a shit about.
I loved fucking Pegasus.
Yeah,
Maximilian Pegasus.
Maximilian Pegasus.
He was such a over.
Toon World.
Yeah, Toon World was. First of all, they always make the cards look way more powerful than they actually were.
It's so much fun.
I had a Toon deck.
They did. It was not.
It was not worth it.
I had the Pegasus deck too.
You had to pay.
So I started because you have Duelist Kingdom, which is great, and it's like it's a slow build, and then you get to the fucking twins. Fucking yes, and they summon the gate guy. You're like yes, and then it's like dull, and you get to Pegasus. And you're like yes, and then like season 2 is like, oh, we're going to this virtual world real quick because whatever.
Yeah, they do the virtual thing.
And then like Battle City, and you're like yes, and then halfway through Battle City's fucking season 3, and it's like, but season 3 is another virtual world with the big bad fight, and then season 4 starts. Well, in America, season 4 starts, and it's like. More Battle City, and then it's like Capsule Monsters and another fight. It's just so
when they got the Egyptian god cards going.
And also fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and most of 5Ds.
I did like GX when I was growing up.
GX was fun.
I stopped watching after Yu-Gi-Oh.
The issue with GX is like I never got the season 4 in America, so
all I know it's got Kuribo.
All I know is fucking Jaden Yuki died, and like that's it. Apparently, he comes back season 4, but we never got season 4 over here, so we just assume that some bitch is dead.
So
send the hell.
For those of you who didn't grow up with Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever, what have you? Some people just don't know because you weren't nerds. Yeah, I get it. You have 8,000 life points. Tunes are bullshit.
You actually had 2,000 then.
Yeah.
In Toon World 2,000.
They always added up more as it went on.
It was 2,000 and then 4,000 in Battle City. 8,000 was in the video games. It never happened in the anime.
But anyway, well, I'm saying in when you actually played Yu-Gi-Oh,
yeah,
you could pick to have it at 8,000. I remember specifically you could do that.
Yeah.
The problem with that is the thing they don't tell you about Toon World is you have to pay fucking 2,000 life points to activate it. And then only can you bring out any fucking tune. But if it's destroyed, you lose fucking everything. And it's super easy to destroy.
Yeah, they made it like
not a
these tunes are so hard to hit and they'll hit you directly.
I had a relinquished from the Pegasus deck. And I also had a Thousand Eyes Idol. And so I could actually use polymerization to form the Thousand Eyes Restrict.
Looking back on it,
Thousand Eyes Idol is a 0/0 fucking monster.
I was an asshole because I had like the maximum annoying cards I could get. Like I had 3 Man-Eater bugs, I had 3 trap holes, I had 3 black holes. I was like, all right, this is what we do. Because then no one would want to fucking fuck with me. Like,
funny how quickly they started banning cards off the early days.
They banned Pot of Greed!
It's for the good reason.
Well, yeah, because there's the
solid
decks.
Cards. Who cares?
You ever been one turn with Exodia?
No.
It's not fun. Pot of Greed. Exodia. It can happen that fast. It sucks. It happened to me one time.
I played a tournament. I made top 3 with the demon that I had that was super overpowered.
It was the only tournament I've ever played.
So in the Battle City, you have
you have the brothers Loomis and Umbra, right? Who have like the Curse of the Masked Beast. I knew a kid that had that card before it was on the anime, and he's like, "No, this is coming. This is going to be like a big bad character because it's like stronger than fucking Blue Eyes." And so like it's like 3350 and like 32.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And so like it's a bitch. And he's like, "No, this is coming. It's going to come in the next season." Sure enough, it fucking was. I'm like, "God, he's right."
Dude, I remember I had because even though like I had my garbage bag full of
So many
Yu-Gi-Oh
card
cards,
games like that.
but I had one card that I never played.
Mhm.
It had stayed in this little plexiglass container.
Yeah.
And it was Dark Magician holographic.
Oh, so nice.
I
Which
wish-
one? The actual Yu-Gi one?
Oh, the actual like not the green skin one,
Yeah.
but like the actual.
when you were growing up in your principal's office, did they have like?
Later went to the principal.
Oh, so you don't know if they had cards of like the
No.
collectible shit that they had to take?
No,
Our
Jared-
school did in
Jared,
elementary.
you could play it, but you can only do it during like recess or before.
Oh no,
or after
they
school.
they banned it from our
Yeah,
school
no, we
can
entirely
do
because
whatever.
kids
Yeah.
would trade them as
Yeah.
is the name of the
And
game.
here's the thing: when I was like in high school, kids started like playing Magic the Gathering and shit, and like it died off so quickly. Why? Because we were all playing euchre. Fucking that was we would all sit around at lunch and play euchre.
So
Fucking
Mike went to
Michigan.
a retirement home for
It
his,
was so
for
much
his
fun.
school.
It was so much fun.
Yeah,
So
do
this
you
is a
got
game.
any,
This is a
tapioca
card
pudding
game that
there?
I guarantee you guys never played, and it was the
Nope.
Harry
Yeah.
Potter card game.
Oh yeah, no.
Never once. It's a Harry Potter card game, right? Like you'd summon creatures and they'd have spells and like it kind of like Pokemon. You'd have like different. You'd have charms, potions, care for
You had
magical creatures.
the Book of Beasts that
Uh-huh.
was like used to bring up. Yeah,
And your deck
Didn't like
was your
Harry Potter.
life, and so when you got
You didn't like Harry
attacked,
Potter, no?
when you got attacked, like you would lose part of your
Yeah.
deck as your life.
Yeah.
There was no deck limit. Like you was just like a thick ass fucker.
Let me find this. But no, I wasn't into Harry Potter as a kid. I watched one movie. It was my favorite movie, and I stuck with that. It's the
Okay.
second one.
I don't like the second one.
No, I've grown older. I've seen them all now. I think actually my favorite is probably Prisoner of Azkaban.
I don't like that one either.
That's a good one.
what one do you like
Order
then?
the Phoenix, bitches. Basically,
Um,
when they're not at school. Hate Goblet of Fire. Fucking hate Goblet of Fire. It is so fucking slow.
But we're all forgetting.
It's where I did realize, though, in Goblet of Fire that I was absolutely in love with Hermione Granger.
So,
And
so you guys talked about this Yu-Gi-Oh with no deck limit.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's a reason why in tournaments that there is a deck limit.
it's 40 card, right?
60. I don't know
Yeah,
about nowadays.
60,
but
yeah.
It's because these guys
Yeah.
brought in this deck.
Oh
yeah.
The infinite deck.
And they would just stall. They were
Yeah,
all
stall
stall
cards.
cards.
Yeah, it was like basically like Swords Revealing Light, so nothing can happen for 3 turns. You're like, yep, just gonna keep playing.
They make you draw. See, they did it on purpose. They're like, we should have a limit. No. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was an exploitation to make sure like shit got fair.
Yeah.
So,
Which sometimes you gotta fuck with the system. But we're all talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. But
yeah,
I can probably say besides like maybe Dragon Ball Z, but the first anime that I not counting Transformers if that really counts.
okay.
Okay.
Pokemon.
See,
Yeah, I got
it
into
was
Pokemon early
Reboot
on.
for me. Do you all ever watch Reboot?
No,
No. What Digimon or Pokemon?
I didn't watch Digimon.
I watched it.
I didn't watch
love
Digi-
I watched all of Digimon.
I didn't really watch Digimon until it was the one where they turned into the Digimon.
Destins or
Yeah.
Destinies.
Yeah.
That was the first one that I can really remember. I had a lot of the toys, but I didn't watch the show. The
Did you guys,
Digimon
ever,
were
did you
cool.
guys ever try the Digimon card game?
I never
No,
tried the
you
card
didn't
game. I
fucking
had
miss
I had the
anything.
little collectibles.
I tried
had
the
cards,
Pokemon card
and it was,
game.
I couldn't. I don't understand the Pokemon card game. I never.
You have
will.
to draw. You have to use energies.
I mean, I got
Yeah, I
that.
don't-
I didn't
I don't-
understand the evolving and shit. Like
Yeah, I
that,
didn't get
so-
any of that either.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other obscure card games that I played as a
Zach
child.
Bell.
I loved Zatch Bell.
I watched a little bit of it, and then
So
I
If you
good.
burn the
find
books, you
cards
kill the
be-
puppets.
Yeah, but they stopped airing it. So I'm trying to think of like the other Toonami animes that I watched.
So you're telling me they were Nazis? The Nazis were actually trying to stop puppets by burning a bunch of books.
Probably. You
Well-
should never condone Nazism, though.
No,
Ted
no,
Cruz.
we definitely cannot.
Yeah, no, this is bad.
Maybe that's why it went away.
Raphael, bitch.
I'm trying to think of other. Yeah, just a little because I remember. Oh god, like the oblongs.
Oh my
Adult
god,
Swim.
Adult
God.
Swim.
Yeah, I mean we all watched Adult Swim growing up. We can.
Yeah,
It,
yeah, we
it
did.
went Toonami Adult Swim.
The oblongs.
Remember when that used to
Moral
happen?
Oral.
Yes. Fucking home movies. Fucking loved home movies.
I I didn't watch it as a
It was
kid
my
because
first.
I hated the art style.
Oh, it was my first. It was my introduction and my love letter to H. John Benjamin. That's what that is.
Coach guy.
The coach, dude.
I don't,
That's
I don't
so
remember his name.
fucking good.
But the moment you said home movies, I just
Yeah.
I drew him in my head, and he was just talking. I just heard his
Brendan?
voice.
Brendan, what are you doing? I just gotta go and we're gonna have some fun. It's so fucking good. I love it so much. It's still on. So like on like days where I don't work, which is not very often, it's like on at 8:00 on like
Sundays.
Cartoon Network West. No, on weekdays. It's like on like 8:00 at Cartoon Network West, and like it's on. I'm like, yeah, this is still fun.
You don't. My thing from Adult Swim like that was Aqua Teen Hunger Force for me.
See, I never got,
I got
into
into
it
that
until
one super
recently, and like now that I've burned through the Venture Brothers 13 times.
Oh, got to be ready for the movie coming.
I can't fucking wait for the
Neither can I.
movie. I really
Is it-
hope they
is it-
bring back Dermot.
Dude, I
too.
hope it's a
really
Fathom.
want
I
Dermot
hope
in
it's a
there.
Fathom event, so we can go see.
I want to see it in IMAX. I don't even give a shit. Because like what I want, because like in the last season, there's that one episode where like Billy Quizboy and Rusty are like time traveling through whatever,
Yeah.
and they go back and the Monarch and fucking Gary are like trying to like destroy the Peril Partnership, and he goes, "Malcolm, what are you doing here?" And then that never fucking comes to
Yeah,
fruition.
no,
I want that episode. God damn it! We know they're brothers. We know it's fucking Doc Venture. Fucking Blue Morpho's wife. I got you a son, didn't I?
Well,
Oh, damn it.
you can't forget that one episode of Venture Bros where they're throwing a party and for Christopher
I
Lambert.
can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm
Don't get
over
him started.
I'm
Don't get
over
him
it.
goddamn started in the Carfax box.
I got him yesterday.
It's coming yesterday.
Right at the very end, he said, "It lives rent free."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, you know who you should get on your podcast? Your mom." And then he just went.
Yep.
It was like a fucking code phrase for a sleeper agent.
It's true.
I heard the
Yeah.
saliva build up.
Yeah, you did. I'm fighting it. It's fine. I won't do it.
No,
But yeah.
It's like Mike has an inner Hulk, but it's only for that one.
It's for really obscure
I mean,
references.
we all have it.
It's I watch Instagram Reels sometimes, and there's a dude who's gotten really famous about like talking about ADHD and shit like that, and they like handed back a test. It's like pretending to be a teacher, handing back a test, like, "Hey, you didn't explain your answers." Like, "Oh no, I did that on purpose." And like, "Why?" It's like, "I didn't think we'd want to travel down that rabbit hole." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Most of my thought process are old vines and really obscure, out of date references." So I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Like,
Is it on HBO Max?
Hmm?
Okay, then
it was last time I knew.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to get an HBO Max subscription pretty soon.
They were on Hulu,
Because they took it off
but
because
then Hulu.
because
kinda
like
lost,
now like
right?
yeah now it's like the Venture Brothers. I
Cartoon
watch
Network
like
also.
'Cause it's
Mama
owned by
Named Me
WB.
Sheriff, which I really don't like. It's kind of dumb. And then Mr. Pickles is also one that I never really could get into.
Oh god, I love this.
Remember Ashley McGee
Do remember it.
or Frisky Dingo?
Frisky Dingo.
I love Frisky Dingo. I
Um,
don't remember anything about it, but I remember the art, the character design, and the art style. Jared, I have a question about you. Because we're talking about memories and remembering things that are old. How old is that beanie you're wearing? Because I know
Back when the dinosaurs roamed
As
the
old as
earth.
our friendship.
I'm about to say because you've had that beanie as long as
Mhm.
I've known you, so at least 2007,
I
2008.
can't wait
Yep.
till we get to burn it sacrificially.
Oh, please don't. It's so comfy and warm.
We need to get you a new beanie.
This
It's
one
not
will never
anything
go away.
against it, but I think it's had its time.
It's retiring.
It
time.
needs to
It's not
retire.
retire time.
It is retire
I'll
time.
fight you to the death.
I'm gonna
If
look up
I
what Block
burn it-
43
If I
is.
burn it, you just have the ashes. We can put it in an urn for you.
You'll have to fight.
No,
me
what
for it.
I'm thinking of.
You have to fight me. Listen, do you really think you could take me?
Yeah.
I don't think you could. I think in an honest to God fight, I would win.
I don't think so.
I do.
I think you underestimate me.
I think you underestimate me. I think you underestimate the amount of cheap shots that I will take. Your dong is a
that-
lot bigger
is
than
that
my
Block
dong, sir.
43?
Yeah, it's block 43.
Okay. Just looking
It's
that up.
comfy. Fits.
Oh, look, there it is.
What is it?
I have to stretch out a new one and get it,
It
all comfy
is
again.
Hear All of Our
It's
Song. It's a band.
Did you know it was a band?
Nope.
It's a
I've never known anything about this
band.
fucking hat. I've just had this hat. I found it, and it became mine, and I've had it ever since.
You found it where?
In the locker room.
You stole your
It's
beanie
not even your beanie.
that you've had for almost 10 years.
Oh my god.
Over 10 years.
Holy shit, Jared.
Yeah, it was there because like I had noticed it the one day, and then throughout the week I kept looking in the locker, and like the hat wasn't going anywhere, and it was the same locker I kept using. So eventually I was just like, all right, well, it's my hat now.
4th grader or something who had like an event the weekend before at that gym tried to come back, and it's like, my fucking hat's gone now.
It was in the school gym.
Dude, I found one
the
that comes
little
in black. Is your exact one that's
Wouldn't show as
black?
many stains.
But no, it was in the locker in high school. It was like 8th grade because it was we had to get changed before gym or whatever, and it was just in the locker I always used. It never went away. Nobody ever took it home, whatever. So after the week was over, I just ended up taking it myself because somebody else did. And then I would wear it, and nobody ever questioned it. So I was like, it must have just been left over from whoever. I took it home, washed it, and been on ever since.
I can't believe this beanie that you've had for years was a beanie that you've stolen. Like,
Stolen a lot of things in my life, Anthony.
yeah, but you still have this.
Never been caught. Never been to jail. Never been to prison.
You've been
At most, I've had a speeding ticket.
You've been arrested.
Somewhat of a speeding ticket.
You've been legally detained.
It's not on my record.
That's this man has fucking donkey legs.
Don't know what that means.
What are you
So-
talking about?
So you know cop cars.
Oh,
Sturdy.
Yeah.
Strong.
I know where we're going with
Sure.
This man kicked the cop car door off.
here. Not off.
He
but
opened the back door of a
definitely
cop car
broke it.
using his legs.
The window went one way, and the door panel went the other way.
Strong. Jared's got donkey legs. He's got a hell of a donkey kick.
That's the weirdest thing. The legs are the strongest part of my whole body, which is weird to say because my knees are all fucked up now. But they're still the strongest part of my whole body.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's why when I have to hold things, I brace my legs differently.
Don't worry,
because
we
my
got-
legs can hold.
we got
way
something
more
that
than
weighs
my arms can.
136 pounds that we need to carry up the stairs.
Yeah, make sure to lift with your legs, not your back.
They're the strongest part of your body. But don't
It's
worry.
From all the 18 years of having to fucking walk everywhere I
It's,
needed to in town, all 5 miles away because no one gave a shit to give a kid a ride.
I would have given you a ride, but I was also a kid.
Yeah, see, we were also kids, so I just had to walk everywhere.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like driving through town and I'll see someone walking. There's this guy in the Wendy shirt who lives.
I'm overly empathetic. I have to avoid looking at people because I see people in a bad situation and my immediate reaction is to go help them. I have to like blinder myself from things.
I see this Wendy's guy all the time, and I'm like, I want to give you a ride home because you're walking. I know what that's like. But then I'm like, I don't want to be that guy because I see him a lot. I've stopped for a person once. They were on the side of the road. Their hazards were on. I'm like, all right, I want to be the good person.
Yep.
Stopped over. Was like, everything okay? Everything all right? He's
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God.
we just hit a deer. And they're like, do you want the meat? I'm like, no, I'm just came to check and make sure that you're okay.
So last night when we closed, right? We were sitting outside talking. Everybody had just gotten out. I was waiting for Paul to come out from talking to the manager. Paul gets out there. This truck comes pulling up through the parking lot. Stops. Guy gets out and starts looking like he's looking for something. And me, Arthur and Paul, like all of who was really all of us, we all look and we're like, what if that guy needs help? So Arthur and Paul like start walking over. They're like, hey, sir, do you need help? Like, whatever. Like, you're leaving the parking lot. Like, hey. Must have been tweaking out of his goddamn mind because he perked up like a fucking meerkat and slammed the door and sped off 60 miles an hour out of the parking lot. And I'm like, I don't know what that was, but I think he was tweaking out of his fucking mind, and you just guys caught him in the middle of his habit.
I like that he grabbed his titties.
He did. He was wearing shirts and a short, but he was looking like he had pockets. And we're like, do you need help, sir? And he just tweaked like a meerkat and then took off. Yeah, I think that's what was happening.
I would
The weirdest fucking thing to come across at fucking almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Sure.
don't do hard drugs, kids.
Or do. I don't give a shit. It's your life.
Soft drugs, yes. Hard drugs, no.
What's a soft drug?
Do what you
Weed.
want. We don't
Are you
condone
going
it.
to compare weed to heroin and say that they're equivalently?
No, that's not what I'm.
Yeah, heroin, hard drug.
Yeah.
Weed, soft drug. Ibuprofen, soft drug.
Yeah.
Ritalin, soft drug. Cocaine, hard drug.
I don't know about the Ritalin one, but
Yeah, I don't know about the Ritalin one.
Well, if you take it as prescribed.
You just got to take
I
Rital out.
still don't think it's. I think if a drug alters your personality in such a way that it changes your mindset, not that pot doesn't. I think it's a hard drug.
Jared, can we talk about your drug problem?
What drug
The
problem?
drugs that your mom gave you? Jared's joints are permanently fucked up because of the drugs he were taking.
Yeah, I've come to realize that's probably why I've been having so many issues with my bones and joints. Is I got fucked up pretty bad. I didn't realize because I've never looked into shit.
Was she
and
feeding
just-
you arsenic?
No, so my mother, she doesn't listen to the show. What do I give a fuck?
Hey,
So-
if you do, send me your nudes.
Please don't, because you're gonna go to the email that I have to open.
This is your mom, like, hello.
Just all spread eagle, like,
Man,
takes it.
I hear you like Reuben, so I put a little bit of sauerkraut down there.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I don't know if I can continue anymore, gentlemen.
So no, my mom, she
If you would
I
type,
had a very fucked up.
if you would type in
so-
what it is, I can read the side effects.
Yeah, there was something I was on for a very, very, very long time,
I know. No, I want to see it first.
and I got off of it when I turned 18 because I realized she was the only one that ever kept me with it. Mm-hmm. First off, I had to learn how to sleep, which is the weirdest thing to have to say, but to have to learn how to
No, I
sleep
get it.
again
No, I get it.
fucking killed me for years.
You crazy?
No,
Did you tested for this? Or she just had
She-
a doctor friend she was blowing and got a
She was a
prescription pad?
nurse.
being
Oh.
a nurse in the emergency room, she knew everybody, and she would bring up like medical history from family, but it was all family of like his great grandfather or like his great great grandfather. It was nobody that was still alive, and anybody that was still alive didn't have the issues, but she would bring them up.
Yeah.
And because she knew people, things happened. I had to wait till I was 18 because then I could do whatever I wanted, and I was like, "Yeah, can I get off this?" It's like getting off of fucking heroin. That's why when I worked at McDonald's, when they had me doing the morning shift, I was like fucking dead, is because I was going through withdrawal for a month.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
Put me in a comatose state.
It's
bad.
it's meant to treat bipolar, depression, and anxiety all in one. It's,
all in one.
which is
It's
not
a fucking horse
which
tranquilizer.
you were fed tranquilizers as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bud, do you remember Warren? Do you remember Warren?
Warren?
Yeah, do you remember the manager Warren? It might have been before and after your time.
it was before my time.
Yeah, it was before his. He was the big fat guy.
Oh, the glasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of he's a big fat guy.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
yeah, had a
different
football-
proportion. Yeah.
Yes, he took that, and he was fucking nuts.
Whew.
Some side effects. We have uncontrolled muscle
He took
movements
2.
in your face.
He took like I don't
Don't make a face after saying
Yeah.
that.
yeah right.
Mask-like appearance of the face, trouble swallowing, problems with speech,
Yeah,
blurred
that peach
vision,
impediments really hurt.
very stiff muscles, high fever,
Yeah.
high blood sugar, low blood cells.
I see you're anemic now too. Great.
So speech problems, dizziness, lack of energy, fast heartbeat, stuffy nose, increased appetite, weight gain. So this pill made you fat.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't have an appetite anymore. 'Cause
Yeah,
For
yeah.
17 years,
You
that
just
gave me
ate
an appetite.
constantly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Upset stomach, vomiting, dry
Ugh.
mouth,
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
problems moving. That's the side effect of this pill.
Just
Problems
issues
moving.
going from A to B.
Like, not only will it fuck up your blood,
Oh god, that's funny.
it'll fuck up your brain, but it'll fuck up everything.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, no, because like after I got through the withdrawal part, like, because it wasn't because I got off when I was 18. I think my mom got me on it when I was like 8, so I'd been on it for about 10 years.
Jeez,
So by the time I got off of it, like I was so used to that's what made me go to sleep.
yeah,
So I could not fall asleep on my own. I had to literally learn how you fall asleep because I couldn't do it.
I don't understand how people can just lay down still. So
I still can't.
Um,
It takes me forever.
no, what was great was lost my train of thought there.
it's fine. So like,
Sorry,
And I'm
to me to
never
go to
fucking
s-
hungry anymore. So
to me to go to sleep,
Explains
I
a
have
lot.
to take 2 sleeping pills and 6 tablets of melatonin.
Anthony, does it tell you a dosage that's normal? Because I can tell you how much I took, and it's probably not normal.
100 milligrams, I would assume.
Typically 50,
Okay.
2 to 3 a day.
Okay, so you were taking that, yeah. Warren had ones that were like 300 milligrams. They were like fucking horse pills.
I took more than that.
I'm sure you did.
I
I think your mom was just trying to keep you in a comatose
I
state.
think she
You
would.
think so? You think?
Oh,
you know?
Jared, you
after
could have
you
had
ate- after you
breast
ate-
swelling or discharge as well.
You probably did.
No. No, don't be touching my titties. I get and then
Warning.
flicked at work.
This increased mortality in elderly patients with dementia.
I want to let you know right now, Jared, I love you. I really do. When you start to go, I'm not going to hang around anymore.
This is not approved for patients under the age of 10.
Now it's not.
Now it's not.
Because your brain's still fucking developing.
You know. Yeah, you know. Explains a lot about habits that I have now about sleeping and eating and whatnot.
Yeah. No, I remember what I was saying. Because back in high school, I used to masturbate every night before I went to bed.
Okay.
So I would get it. So that would be like a thing, and then eventually I'm like, I probably shouldn't masturbate before bed. It was so hard to break that. It was basically with a kind of a withdrawal.
Yeah, when you go through sex withdrawals, it's fine.
Yeah, that's like the most withdrawal.
What's sex withdrawal?
Yeah, you have to have sex.
What's
I
that?
understand that. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm a
know.
virgin.
I don't know because whenever I have like that really bad itch, it becomes about the time where I finally find someone I can sleep with for about a month, and then it just kind of drops off. So
No, Anthony, I am.
I've heard noises, Sherry.
I don't know.
I've seen things.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You don't sleep in a bedroom with your dick out with another.
So maybe I just like to sleep nude. I
Maybe
don't,
I do.
but maybe I do.
I do. It's a thing now.
You ever sit down so fast you hear your balls go?
I've sat on my balls,
Mm.
but typically I don't sit down when I don't have bottoms on.
How big are your balls?
I sat down the other day in these sweatpants, and I just heard. I was like,
Fucking thud.
I'm not. I really wish I was kidding, but it was really
fucking-
funny. Oh, that's weird.
Medicine balls. This
Yeah.
man's smacking.
And I immediately thought, like, thank God Paul's at work, because that would have been awkward.
It's like, what you talking about over there? Is that what happens when you walk up the stairs too? Just like a.
If I'm wearing too loose of clothing, yeah. You just feel it on the thighs. Just
And see, he
I
brings
know.
these jokes.
I know. I tried to go all.
I
without-
try to joke about it because, you know, I'm uncomfortable with things because I'm socially awkward. And a side effect of my upbringing.
Side
We'll
effects of
break
pills,
you.
apparently.
We will break you of that eventually.
Yeah.
When we give you a makeover.
I still refuse a makeover.
I'm gonna cut all that fucking hair off.
I
I'm
will-
gonna shave
I'll
your head
kill
fucking
myself.
bald and fucking wax it.
I don't look good bald. You don't want to do
We'll
that.
give you a tattoo.
You didn't look good bald before. You don't know what you look like bald.
I have an
now.
oddly shaped head, and I know because there's like a slope about here.
What the
It's
fuck does it
very
matter?
odd.
You just wear the beanie all the time anyway.
Dude, if you wear fucking a handkerchief, people think you'll have cancer.
Looks like the cancer's gone. It's not though. I still have a lot of cancer.
Unfortunately, though, you will have to
I
shave
hate
off your
this.
eyebrows as well.
Nope.
Trim
I'm
up
not.
that scraggly beard.
No, I am perfectly fine being myself. It's taken me a long time.
That's
to
cool, but
say
I'm
that,
going to
so.
make you a better version.
I don't
of
want to
you.
be a better version.
It doesn't
of
matter what
myself.
you want. It's what
It's
the
my.
society
It's
wants.
my life.
I was joking with Sven about this
Society
last
can
time
eat it.
Thursday because, like, I got his Christmas presents already and everything like that. It's like me slowly manipulating Jared's wardrobe to make him a more acceptable member of society.
Can't wait to not open those. Just be like, oh,
You fucking will love
great.
everything
here's a
that I
gift
got
card.
you.
Forget you ever bought it.
You will love everything
card
that I
to
got you.
Target.
I guarantee that. Have I ever gotten you something that you haven't enjoyed fully? Exactly. Mike
But-
knows how to shop.
Mike doesn't do this to me because Heather's already done this to me.
Yes.
I don't want this though.
Why
It-
fucking suck?
no,
can't I
no,
just
let me
be-
explain.
Oh, you
No.
can be you. It's just a better version of
Jared,
you.
you still get graphic tees. It's just the things like Heather went one day when she went through all my underwear. Like everyone that has holes, we are throwing
Yeah, see, I
away
don't have
today.
holy underwear anymore.
No, we have holy shirts, and I will slowly destroy each one. of them.
Comfortable.
Right, that's why I
Can't
get
let
you
go
the-
of things that are
That's
comfortable.
why I get you the 2X tri-poly blend shirts because they're super fucking soft and they don't have holes in
See,
them.
Jared, the problem is as well as you're not used to throwing things away. I mean, trust me, I'm one of those people too. Just
If
look in
I
that
spend
corner.
money on something, I will not like the shoes I have. I haven't worn to work because they're fucking horrible for work. The work's eating them.
Yeah.
But, like they work great for just like running out somewhere. But
also,
if I spend money
You
on
should-
something,
should
I
get him
will
a pair
fucking
of Crocs.
do it. I used to have a pair of Crocs.
I'm gonna get him a pair. That's gonna be his final thing. Is I'm gonna go get him a decent pair of Crocs.
can they be bright orange
I
like the
can't
Master
wait
Chef?
to go to the
Probably.
bar
Chef.
in Crocs, hitting on all
Yeah.
the ladies.
Dude,
that I'm
ladies
not gonna
love
do.
men. who
If
are
I knew what size pants you wore, you get pants too. But I don't. Know
I think
what
I got the
size pants. I don't need
measurements.
to know. Yeah, you do. Well, I don't know. He's lost weight since then, so at least
Yeah.
I know.
No, I can tell you, I had to buy pants for work.
No, it's fine. I don't need to know your pant size.
I'm fat.
So Jared, so you say
you have like
as
a,
long
are
as
you a
you
42 waist?
Almost.
Was 40?
40.
40? Okay. I'm pretty fucking close because I'm at like 32.
I'm a 36.
I'm just fat, man.
Jared,
no, 34.
So
I'm sorry,
let me understand this. If you spend money on it, you have problem getting rid of it, right?
If I spend money,
It
like,
becomes
for
part
instance,
of his
like-
ethos.
like when I buy food,
Yeah.
even if I'm full and there's still like a burger or something, I'll finish it just because I spent the money on it and I'm not going to waste the money.
If you just save it.
I have a problem with
no.
just eating it.
It's just so as long as if you spend money on it. So
Yeah.
things that people give you.
That's why I've never walked out of a movie. It's because I spent money on it. I'm not going to walk out of it.
No, I agree with that. I drove here.
One movie.
What movie?
District 9.
Really?
I said if this motherfucker turns into an alien, I'm fucking walking out.
okay.
I'm like,
Well,
fucking,
You stand by
I
your
set the bar
morals.
real low.
I mean, and there was only like a half hour left of the movie, and like I eventually like walked back in and sat down.
He
But
got
I did.
sprayed, and Michael was like,
I leaned over to my friend Skippy, and I was like, "If this motherfucker turns into an alien, I'm fucking out, skis." And then he blinks in the mirror, and his eyes all weird. And I'm like, "I'm fucking leaving."
No, that's understandable. That's for the bits.
bits.
So if people give you stuff, you'll hold on to them for same amount of time, right?
Sentimental.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
love everything that I got you. Then.
Now, if like say you went into the store and you accidentally like stole a pair of socks, would you keep those for a long time?
Yep.
I need to get him new socks. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm
No,
just
I have
saying.
a shit ton.
I was hoping if he
Do
was.
they have holes in them?
No, I just bought them for work.
Cool.
I was just saying if he would say no, then I was gonna ask him about if he was still keeping the beanie. It was all a setup, but you stood your ground, so
Good for you.
yeah, good for you.
Good for you. Having moral high ground there.
I'm gonna listen to this band, Block 43.
I've never listened to it. I've
I
never
hope
looked at anything on this
it's-
hat. It's just comfortable and I haven't
It's
gotten rid of
hip
it.
hop, pop, and soul.
Oh, it's definitely not anything I'm going to listen to.
Yeah.
I know.
You
I'm
are.
so
And here
curious.
you are promoting them.
Fun while it lasted.
I'm gonna reach out to them, say, "Yo, our
It's fine. You
our
can put your
leader-
beanie back on.
he's had your beanie for like a decade,
Oh,
Honestly, though,
dude.
oh.
Can we get like a shout out? Like,
do they have a cameo?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
They have a cameo. It's funny.
Yeah. I just need to know what to get Sven. I think I'm gonna get Sven a couple shirts for Christmas too.
I'm thinking we get him a copy of the Silmarillion.
I thought about the copy of the Silmarillion too.
I'm going to get him a big.
I want to get him a
Bad
custom.
dragon
There's like a
dildo.
like all the shirts I get you. They're like always on sale. Like for like where I get them, and it's like the most random shit. Like they have everything from every fandom you'd ever want, right? So I think I could get like one with like it's just this Eye of Sauron or something. Is this Block 42? 43?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Well,
odd.
this hat lasted
That
10
was
years. 10
so-
years too fucking long.
That was so. You've been promoting them. This
That
entire
was
time for free.
Gellan.
You know what?
Again.
Yeah.
I think it's funnier that I promoted them because I'll never fucking listen to it.
No.
But if I ruin someone's day with that, then I'll feel accomplished.
That's fair.
So I do, but I do struggle from being overly empathetic, though. I really do.
That's why I don't show emotions.
BranchTheWorld.com.
I've also come to the conclusion talking with Paul that me and him both, like, we work way too fucking hard.
Yep.
Like, because like if somebody slacks off, like,
Just
I'll
pick
end
it
up
up.
covering it. Like, I'll
Yep.
just do it.
Yep.
It really comes back to bite me.
Today, I got this. Not to get off topic.
No, go for it.
Because
Go
I mean,
top.
we got to be wrapping up here
Yeah,
soon,
we're
right? Like,
wrapping up,
okay.
yeah.
So today, you know how I do all those special
We're not,
projects for
we're
IT?
not.
Yeah.
Like once a week, I get someone reached out to me asking me things. My supervisor's on vacation, and the other friend that I always talk to has gone to like Mexico, so I don't
Olé.
actually give a shit. It was so funny. She texted me Friday night at 9:30 and was like, "Our fucking flight got canceled last minute. We just drove 3.5 hours to Indianapolis to catch a plane to Miami, from Miami to Fort Worth, from Fort Worth to Mexico. She got delayed the entire way. Their vacation started a day late because of Southwest Airlines. It's so fucking great. I love it so much.
Apparently, Block 43 is not who that is.
Who is it?
That's Ken Block. He's a rally driver.
Yeah, you know, I
Okay.
kind of thought so when it was a motocross thing on the other side.
It's a
The
monster.
Monster?
Yeah, well, I had somebody point out it's a motocross thing, Block 43.
Sure. And so like
Somebody pointed
anyway,
out a while
so I
ago.
got an email today asking me like, "Hey, the agent just wants to know what this transaction was." And I now have a copy and pasted on a sticky note. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can tell you about this transaction because I myself don't know. This is what came from like an error cleanup or a defect that IT sends to me. I process the transaction. The only reason my name is associated with me is because I'm the one that has to physically bind the transaction. Okay, the agent was just curious. I don't...
He just pasted it again and sent it back.
I don't care. I don't know why the agent cares. Because it wasn't a premium increase. Basically, we sent the insured a check for $588. Who the fuck cares? The only reason the agent knew is because the fucking insured called me like, hey, is this real? And so the agent looked into it. Yeah, it's real. They can go ahead and catch it. It's them. It's because we didn't apply a fucking discount for 4 fucking years.
Yeah, it happens. It happens all the time.
All the fucking time!
Yeah.
And then again, like, there were typically IT leaves in notes like this transaction was for, but like recently they haven't because it's like, hey, we just need you to override this fucking claim because it's not right. Cool.
Yep, I'm starting to work with those people as well. I'm starting with the MP side.
Yep.
Where it's like, hey, we couldn't do these 4 MPs. Can you do these for us? Oh, that's manual premium adjustment, MPA. But
So fucking easy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sometimes people can, because another thing I work on is backdated cancellations, where the system can only backdate so far.
Can we only go back like 3.5 years?
Not even. It's like 18 months.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they updated that recently.
And like, so people, if they can prove that they've had like insurance or they didn't have the house, they will get their money back.
Mm-hmm.
One time it was all the way back to 2006.
Holy
damn.
And they got like $14,000 back.
Like this is my moral dilemma when it comes to working these kind of special projects. Is like, if there's a premium increase, we write it off because it's our mistake, so they shouldn't have to pay. If it's a premium decrease, they just get that money back. In the past 6 months, I've written off $20,000 in premium and sent insured's refund checks for double that.
Fuck.
I mean, I don't give a shit. We got $6.3 billion in surplus. Fuck them.
They didn't give us raises.
Exactly. That's my thing. They didn't fucking give me a raise.
They bought a dog.
They bought a
robot. They were about a robot.
fucking
Listen
name
to the
is
Me bonus money was special for that one.
And its fucking name is Rosie. And they should have picked my bonus money.
They should have.
The
That was
bonus
too
money
funny.
is really fucking good.
That's a better one.
No,
It really
would
is.
have
That
to
was
admit
really
they
good.
did.
Yeah, because they would have to do in the wrong.
I like
bonus
Professor Bark.
money. Professor Bark was really good too. Fuck a duck.
Bark.
Oh god.
So didn't you have a Halloween party this over the weekend?
Yeah, I was out
Yeah.
till 2. I got home at 2:30.
Wow,
I
you
was,
actually were up
that's
late.
the time that I got up to pee for the first time.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be my last time I'm out until the baby's born. Out that late.
Or
you
after
think?
the baby's born
Yeah.
for the next foreseeable future.
Well, you see, the problem is Heather.
Yeah.
She has really bad anxiety and she can't go to bed without me. Like
she's a bitch.
because it's a big house.
Say it a little bit louder, Mike.
She's a bitch.
It's a big house and
Yeah,
she doesn't.
It's weird. She
Yeah.
stays
She
with
didn't-
three fans on.
She
She's
didn't
fine.
live home alone.
No.
Like I've been home alone. Like
love being home alone.
Yeah.
I'm the same way though. Like when like my parents are gone, when they went on vacation in April down to like Tennessee or whatever, like it's to the point where like we live in a rural area, but there's hoodlums around.
Oh, there's
And
definitely
also-
bad things.
and
that have
also,
happened
like-
around the area.
Also, Michael, who doesn't like horror, mind can over exaggerate. So like there's a little light in the kitchen that was on, and then I also had to turn the TV living room on just for like static electricity noise, basically. That's the only way I get to
Yeah.
sleep. 'Cause
So-
I'm the exact same way. So
she can't be home alone.
I get it.
So
That's why I said bitch.
So when
Too.
since she's pregnant, I was like, yeah, I should be here so she can get her full sleep. So, but no,
I don't
after the
think-
baby's born, I mean, not like immediately. I think like starting in March, I'll start doing stuff again with people, like hanging out with people like late.
So
But-
from November till March, we're gonna have to fucking fill in for this ass. Joking.
No, this
Yeah,
summer.
we're not to
Well, I'll
fill
probably
in.
pick up like February. And
Yeah.
stuff.
I was gonna say I've bought a table, just a little folding table for us to record at your apartment. So
Oh, I was thinking about that too. Things have
I
to
bought
buy
one on
for,
Amazon. I found one for like $25 or something.
Oh,
I don't have chairs yet, but we can figure that out. So
yeah. I was working on all that.
Sit
Making a
on
list.
everyone's faces.
it's to the point.
There's only a few people that want to sit on my face.
I only bring this up
Yeah, I know.
because as much as I love Heather, it's to the point where like she might not want us over here every Monday. So just having a viable backup at your place is the only like. That's why I said it, because like she might not want us here some Mondays, and I'm not gonna go up that time.
Yeah,
no.
Sit on my fucking face.
No, let's not. Let's thank you all for coming, and
to
let's
which I
all go
responded.
ahead.
No, I want to show what I responded with.
Horny.
Thank you, Jobby the Hong. For that.
That's so good.
So,
Oh god.
To round out and our episode.
Yeah, just remember that if you like what we're doing here and you want to support us in any way, you can always rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts at. If you want to support us monetarily or the network in general monetarily, you can always do that by going to patreon.com/oddcastn. Descriptions are always in, or promotion, or everything's always in the description below. Or on your screen right now if you're watching this on a live platform. Remember, at any level, you get access to all the bonus material. You can find my show every other Thursday, The Worst Nostalgia Trip Ever Taken. New episode coming out next Thursday where me and Heather finally get to finish out the 6th Ronald McDonald movie, The Monster O' McDonald Land Lock. Anthony watched it with us and he's not impressed.
It was in the morning and I didn't want to go back upstairs, so true. I had to.
It's true. And then for the rest of November, Anthony, Jared, and Sven joined me to watch Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. So those episodes will go up. If you want early access to those, though, Jared has them and we'll be posting them on Patreon. Again, at any level, you'll get access to that at patreon.com/oddcastn. Jared, take it away.
With that as well, I'm having James basically cut out our figures from their different backgrounds so to try to get some sticker things for Patreon. Because it's simple to do, it's easy to do to just set it up. So we may actually have some like specialty things that come with it.
You donate $5, you get a sticker.
I need to find
up to you if you want it or not.
I need to find a person to get art style for CLT Sandwich. Unique art style for like us. Because the guy who does for Oddcast, he's great and amazing. But I also just want my own unique thing.
I get it. You can look on where I do, find somebody.
And where do you look?
A website. Fiverr. I go to Fiverr because it's just easy. And I found him early on. Within our first year, I found that guy. And I've gone to him ever since because he gives me a super big discount. Super friendly. He likes working with us, so I always go to him. But no, we'll have like Craven the Fud, Morbius.
Can't wait till we get that DMC takedown.
Yeah, right. The Mothman cheese sandwich on the one cover there. You laughing as a waiter. I'm going to have him cut out. And some other stuff. I'm going to do like Swamp Man and his alligator wife. Stuff like that. That'll be fun little stickers you guys can have.
Unfortunately, I have no room on my laptop anymore.
I have all the room. So you can go to @OddcastN on Twitter. You can go to Edge Events Games on Twitter. Just remember that I jerked off to Neve Campbell as a child.
I got away without saying anything about jerking off.
Yep, yeah, Michael did.
Okay, listen, here's the thing. I really didn't have any crush on celebrities as far as Power Rangers or anything. That goes until it gets to Ninja Storm, okay? I didn't like any of the Power Rangers.
We ripped up his carpet. It was all covered in stains.
It was cum everywhere.
Don't come to my room.
Okay.
I'll come where I want.
So, like, they're talking about celebrity crushes. Mine were always just the basic ones that everyone else had as far as Power Rangers goes. In Ninja Storm, it was Tori. In Dino Thunder, it was Kira. And then from then on, basically any thin blonde bitch I was attracted to. So, there you go. Mike's fucking shallow. He knows it. Get over it. Good.
I also...
so good!
I was also into the cartoon girls, too. Like Gwen from Total Drama, Goth Girl.
Yep.
I think my crush, because with my wife, she loves her some tuxedo mask.
Yep.
Mine was Hinata Hyuga.
Who is that?
She's in Naruto. She's the quiet, shy one with the white eyes.
The one that marries Naruto.
Yeah, that's the one that I was saying. She's very shy. I was like, "What the fuck? Why?" I'm like, "Yeah." Eventually, I got into those.
Yeah.
When I said the L word.
Yeah.
If you feel that we're weird and want to say something about it, you can go to oddcastmedia@gmail.com. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, whatever, everything's on screen. Has been whole episode.
Yep.
And you can...
Jared, you're such an old man. You're like,
let me raise up my bones.
It hurts to lift his shoulder.
So I went back and I looked at my Hasbro pre-orders now. I forgot that I ordered the Shredder too. Ooh, I forgot that I ordered the Shredder.
Oh yeah, you wanted that.
Yeah, go follow us Oddcast on Twitter. and the Patreon
Could
like
you
mentioned.
do
Anthony,
shit
where
to
can
my
they find
list?
you though?
They can find me at CLT Sandwich. I got CLT _sandwich and also the podcast CLT Sandwich. Where we talk about cryptids, legends, tall tales, myths, etc. Got an episode coming out this Wednesday. Don't remember which one it is.
So
Not Robin Hood. It's not.
so it's the Greek
Greek
torture?
Greek punishment.
torture punishments.
So
Yeah.
that's coming out. And then eventually, we're going to be on a bit of a hiatus.
Yep.
Not if we
Maybe.
record 3 more.
Well, will be the smaller hiatus at that point.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's how it's gonna be. It'll be. I'll be back.
I see. We won't ever go on hiatus because I'll always rope Jared into recording with me if Anthony can't. Because I'll make him watch. I'll make him watch Reboot, and I'll make him watch some Jackie Chan
Yu Yu
Adventures.
Hakusho.
Oh, we could start Yu Yu Hakusho.
I don't do anything on my Mondays and Thursdays.
I'm very aware of this.
I just jerk off and watch porn.
It's not healthy, but it's fine.
Yeah, you should try without porn.
You don't want me using my brain.
I do.
So it'd just be your face on a hot chick.
Jared,
For
you
some
sent
fucking
those
reason.
gifs.
Yep.
You sent the gif of me on Salma Hayek's body.
Why do you think I had
It
it?
was a very confused boner that I had. I'm like, I don't like. Is this prideful and lustful at the same time?
It might be. I might secretly have a whole room that I just devote in my closet to just all pictures of Anthony on female bodies, so I can really give it to him.
Get pictures of my sister.
Oh,
She's married. She's been married for 2 years now.
yeah, I know she's married.
She got married on Thursday on Halloween. I'll never. I love my sister. She's family and all that, but I will never forgive her for getting married on a Thursday. So I had to drive down on Wednesday
That
to
sucks.
New York. Yeah, on a
That
Wednesday.
really
I had to take
sucks, yeah.
3 days of PTO because of that. I mean, I still went.
Also, don't forget to go check out Fiend Gods on Amazon. Amazon.com/author/Fiend Gods. Go find him.
FEINDGOTTES is spelled differently.
FIA.
FE. No, it's FEI.
Is it FEI?
It is because it's the
Pretty
German
sure.
Jared. Jared,
Pretty sure the way
I
he has
know
it spelled
this.
isn't.
No, look it up. Go to your link right now.
I don't want to.
Now, what's it gonna do? I'm gonna Google.
I don't have my
FEI.
phone. So how am I gonna
You have a
Google it?
laptop.
I don't want to do that.
Fiend.
Trying to end this.
You should have ended a while ago.
I should have ended it, but then he brings things up, Michael. Don't question my incompetence.
Amazon.com/Fiend Gots with an E.
Okay,
Yeah. How do I know your dad better than you do?
because he never mind.
Just ask him questions.
Let's not get into more of my childhood. So everybody have a great time. Have a good day. Good night. Whatever the fuck.
See
I
ya.
don't know.